Welcome to episode 6 of Me and My Big Mouth podcast. I am him, he, the host, Tuck. And as always, I have a great show for you. The double standard scale. Today, I want you to use your imagination because we're going to create a scale in our mind that weighs double standards. The double standards between men and women, women and women, and men and men. And we're going to see which one weighs the most. And we're going to challenge those sayings that might not be true, like it's a man's world, women empowerment, and my brother, my brother. But before we get into that, I'll allow my panel to introduce themselves. And it's kind of different because we have more guests to tackle on this topic that we're about to talk about. So without further ado, let's go to my right.
Hi, I'm Cher. You can find me at Cher_talks on IG.
I'm Tamara. You can find me at gangstermuffin_T on IG.
I'm Smith Spit, and you can at me at Smith Spit wherever you looking.
Jay, IG podcast, We the People. Check me out.
The double standard scale. Being that society is pushing this narrative of equality, fairness, regardless of race, gender, or creed. That part. So I came up with a few questions to challenge equality and see if it actually worked and who is it actually working for. So we're going to start with the men double standards versus the women double standards. And question number 1. A 25-year-old man and a 25-year-old woman, both living with their parents, but only one is viewed as a bum or loser. Why is that? Anybody?
Because most of the time, right, a 25-year-old man, if you're living with your parents, you're probably trying to get the girl of your dreams. You're trying to do the most instead of like stay where you are and like gradually get where you need to be. But instead, you're viewed as a bum by us females because you're trying to get us while you can't even get yourself yet.
Did she just dodge the whole fucking question?
I did. Did I? Did I dodge it?
She dodged. Did she answer this
Was
shit
that
at all?
question number
Piece of it
2?
at the end.
Huh?
She caught a piece of it at the end where she said
Why in that
she
scenario?
said basically the guys they're viewed as a bum because they're trying to
we
get
view you
girls
as a bum because you're
instead of
hollering
getting
at me.
themselves straight.
Yeah.
He ain't even say nothing about the girl part though.
Oh, it's
He
just
said,
a guy? Because how
why
are you
am I a
supposed to
bum?
explain it?
Why am I a bum? Because I stay at home.
Because you are.
Right, okay.
Y'all don't have an answer for that?
Fair enough.
By whose standard?
It's so
I
crazy.
was going to say, who's standard? Who is saying
Because
that?
I mean,
Every damn woman on earth.
Since
it
when?
depends.
It's
Not just women.
2022.
So when you see a man, so you telling me when you see a man living with his mama, that ain't a red flag to you?
It depends.
I asked
I like
to
how
you.
she says it,
No.
though. It depends.
That's a damn lie.
All
I'm
right,
serious.
It'd be a nigga. It'd be a nigga mama staying with him, and they'd be like, "Oh, you sure? You stay? You who pay all the bills? You?
Right.
Not even just that. You have roommates, but it's not even just women. It's men too. It's because traditional patriarchy, right? A woman usually is waiting to get married, or there's a step that happens, or has to attach to a man before she leaves home. A guy's supposed to just already be set up.
Yep.
So it's like some people still view like, oh, you might not be marriage worthy, or you're not prepared, or because can you take on a woman because you don't have it? You have to have basically everything set up for them to step into your life, and it's not the other way.
hunter.
Yeah.
Go hunt,
For
get
these
the wood.
modern American women, you do.
Yeah.
But it's other countries where they pretty much stay with the parents until they
Yeah.
get to the point where they're ready to take a wife or take a husband. So
You don't hear about it that often.
Yeah,
though.
because we're in America. Nobody wants to talk about that.
But like where
it's
I'm
capitalism. But at the same time, I feel like she feel it depends, right?
Yeah.
Why is the person with the parent, right? Because if you chose, you know what, I just want to stack some bread up. I'm gonna go stay with my mom for 2 or 3 years.
Oh, okay.
If she pass on me, she gonna be salty in about a year because I'm about to pop back out killing the game.
Okay,
You know what
all
I'm
you
saying?
single men, if y'all really want to test this bullshit he talking, go ahead on your website dating profile, put stay at home with my mama, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, but why you,
And see how many
That's the
motherfucking
thing.
likes
That's the
and
thing.
matches you get.
Right, but that's the thing. Back to her point. why are you on a dating profile if you at that point where you're trying to get yourself straight? Why are you even trying to find
That's
dates
why
online?
we're
Your focus off. Like,
Yeah.
why are you even looking for dates?
you-
But
do
You
you
should
see
be
the
looking
scale?
for some paper.
You see the
But
scale of this
it's
motherfucker right
balanced,
here
too.
yet. We
Nobody
ain't got to
does
the woman
anything
yet.
all
You know what I'm
day.
saying?
Nobody does anything all day. See, so the message though is like, if you're a guy, if you don't have all these buckets lined up, you shouldn't be dating at all. You can't talk to women.
Yeah,
but
your
that's not.
focus is
But
out
that's
of
not
whack.
realistic because no matter
Yeah,
what a woman
right.
has going in
So-
her life, she interacts with men.
Right, but so why
Oh,
exactly?
shit.
So
There you go,
why
Jay.
as women-
Why you scared me for a minute?
I'm
huh?
He
asking.
absolutely
I'm
right.
asking.
He's
Came in
absolutely
different.
right. So what makes it okay for the woman be trying to catch a baller, knowing that
Oh,
she's
God
staying
damn,
with her
hold on.
mama, right?
Because
Or
we
knowing
don't bring
that-
the same thing you guys bring to the table.
What do y'all bring to the table then?
Whatever you bring to the table, we multiply it. Whatever you bring to the table, we enhance it. So if you ain't bringing nothing to
But
the
not
table,
always.
you're not
There's
giving
some
me
people that
anything
tear
to
it down,
be who
though.
I am as
There's
a
some
woman.
people that destroy it and tear it down, like
Some, but we're
lose it
talking
all.
about the ones
Termites
who will
eat the leg off the
actually
table.
do something with it, right?
Yeah.
The guys are the
So
25
now
are
we get into
finding
the
the
double
good
standard.
women that
We
will
get into the
like
double
do
standard
something
now
with
because
it.
to his point, like, nah, if you ain't situated, shawty, you should not be trying to get into my mix with me out here running my business.
Because
handling
most
my
of the
business.
time, and
How you ready to raise my child? How? If you
But
ain't
here's the
situated
thing,
mentally and financially, how you ready to be my wife and raise the kids?
There's a bitch at Bojangles right now talking about.
How?
I ain't dating no
I'm
no
asking,
broke
like,
nigga.
how?
I need me a six-figure
but
nigga
how?
right
Wait,
now.
How?
You said, how is she gonna raise your kids and you doing what now?
No, I'm saying if she ain't,
Because
if
that, I mean,
she's
ain't that
not
what she's supposed
stable,
to do?
I'm saying
Naturally,
if
we're
she's
natural.
not
Right.
stable
Yeah.
mentally, financially, and all that, how are you prepared to say, okay, I met someone that wants to marry me, or I'm going to marry this person, we're going to raise a
in
family.
that
together.
regards, it's situational.
But you still
Yes, it depends on
raising
the
yourself
situation.
or being raised.
But if it's like the shoe on the other feet for us, it's kind of easy because we're nurturers. We're not considered to be out there doing some like, oh, hardcore, let's go hard. Like, I gotta raise a family.
So
do
are
this
y'all
and that.
are y'all the weaker species?
We're not.
No.
We're actually
It's
created
actually
Wait.
quite
quite-
like
it's
you.
actually
If you're
quite the
telling me I
contrary.
can't have the same expectations for you
because we're more
as I do for him, you either a weaker species or you a special individual.
Oh, we're not equal. Which one is it?
Yeah.
We're
We're
we
not
enhance
equal.
each other in different ways.
We're
can't do.
not.
I can't do what a
Yeah.
man can do. You
At
can't do
all.
what a woman can
So
do.
we're superior.
So-
Thank God.
No, we are superior.
Yeah, we need
just-
we
but
need
see,
each
that
other.
brings-
Why is
That's-
anyone
that's-
superior?
Listen,
It
hear me
is,
out.
it's a
Hear me
superior.
out. But this is what I was
But it
saying
ain't them.
last time when I said a real woman knows that she allows her man to think that he's the leader
over the neck.
and the man wearing the pants
I
all
don't
the time.
want
You
nobody
understand
make
what
me
I'm
think
saying?
I'm nothing.
But
Like,
it's the
no,
truth.
That's game.
No,
That's
it's
game.
not. It's
I am
not
what I am.
game.
The
Like,
same way you make your
that's
woman
manipulative.
think certain
It's
things.
not
Yeah,
though.
you want me to think I'm in charge or
It
think
sounds
I'm running the
bad,
show?
but it's the reality,
reality
most
of
of the time.
life.
Think about it.
It ain't
Like
reality.
a man
That's
will think
your
of
reality.
things. Listen, a man will
No.
think of things in such a logical way, and we, of the perspective of a woman, it's so different. We soften things up and allow you to be able to enhance what you're thinking.
But see,
in
that's
a
such a
different
blanket
lens.
statement because all women ain't the same though.
But
right?
we're not
Are
talking
y'all all the
about
same?
those though.
Most
we're talking
of 'em.
about
Are y'all
the
all
one.
the same?
No,
About
we're not. But we're
98%.
talking
So-
about the one you decided to pick, the one that you decided to choose, and the one that you
So you
decided
choose
to
to
choose.
pick the one that's at home staying with her mama.
No, we're not talking about that.
That's what we talking
We're
about.
not talking about like you're saying emotionally, like all the mental health stuff.
Right.
Like as a man, as a picker, like you chose the woman that you chose,
But that
right?
ain't
So
how
if
it
she's
work,
in
though.
that state,
The women
like
do
okay,
the choosing though. The women, y'all
That
do the
I
choosing
agree.
That's
for
not
real.
true.
Yeah.
so
Yes,
it's
y'all
like
do. Y'all
See,
do
that's the myth
choosing.
that they fed you that
No,
you believe. But think
no.
about it. If it wasn't for women, you think there would be anything like Ferrari or Rolexes? Men don't
No.
really do this shit to impress other men. The reality is,
Y'all do
if
the
you
choosing.
force yourself on a woman, that's a crime. A woman has to make the decision. Men have to compete for women's attention. If you really
That's
want to break
true.
it down, you don't
And
get a
vice
woman that
versa,
doesn't
too.
choose you.
Right, and vice versa. The women are competing for the men's attention, depending on the scale of the man.
Women
right?
only
They ain't competing for that dude that's at home with his mom. Like
They
they
do.
not competing for him. They competing for bruh that got it together and handling his business.
Women do the choosing when it comes to giving up sex. They don't control relationships. We
You
do.
serious?
We do.
That's
Why,
true.
why you say that?
No, you control the
Why you say
relationship,
that?
but
'Cause
then
Because
entering the
after
relationship-
a woman give up her cookie, her bargaining chips is gone.
But nah, but see, I gotta disagree
Ain't shit
though.
she can tell you after
I
that.
gotta disagree though, because if you even DJ,
Her bargaining chips is gone.
I gotta respectfully disagree because even science tells you that females like ejaculatory, like when a woman comes, it does something to a man's brain, even through his penis, right? You ain't just gonna hit and move like that.
Yeah,
You
it
not.
does.
You
Yeah,
not.
You what?
You not with the
What the
right,
hell is he
not with the right woman. You not. Now, if it's
There
just,
might
if
be
How
it's
things
many
that
licks
you're
do it take to
missing.
get to
I'm
the
saying
end
if
of
it's
that
just
damn
random-
Tuesday
Unpack
pop you
that a
talking
little
about?
I'm saying
more.
if it's just some randoms and you just playing,
Ain't no such thing as
alright.
random if you talking science.
Huh?
This ain't no random shit.
You ain't going raw with everybody, are you?
No, ain't gonna
Exactly.
What they got to
exactly.
do with
So-
anything?
So it got a whole lot to do with it. It's something about this woman that you even did that you even went there in the
Trust
first
me,
place.
women do not control relationships.
So the man controls
Men
the
control
relation.
relationships. They control sex.
Feel you.
They can give us sex, but they cannot demand a relationship.
No,
No,
not
you
demand a
can't
relationship.
demand
I'm
it.
talking about
We
entering.
choose.
I'm saying
Yeah, I
she
agree with
chooses.
that.
The woman still
Entering,
chooses
y'all
who she
control.
wants to be with.
Yeah.
Now, what woman chose who she gonna marry, or did a man choose who he was gonna marry?
It works both ways.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah.
So if she don't want to marry
we
you,
in
how you
20.
gonna
We
marry
going
her?
into 2023. There's women that
No,
are,
she
are
won't.
like
if
That's
I
what
was.
I'm
proposing
saying.
to their men
But-
now.
But
The
who?
relationship-
But
That's
I'm
happening.
asking you.
I'm talking about
Ghetto.
entering the
Hold on.
relationship. That's what I'm saying. Like
There's
going
women
into
that's
Hold on, we want to
proposing
talk
to
over.
men.
Hold on, go ahead.
No, I'm talking about entering the relationship. You're right. Once a relationship is off and running, she's already made that agreement. I do believe that certain type of men, they'll control that situation. It is in his control. But in terms of that initial selection, like, am I going to be with this person? It does require consent. You can't. They have to agree
Right,
to it.
consent, and they choose up who they want to do with. Like they choose that.
They choose who they want to get at nookie to. They can't choose what.
Oh,
They
I
can't
get what
choose
you- I
who gonna
get what you
stay when they
said.
give it up.
I get what you're saying. You saying that once they do that, the dude is controlling if he want to like.
You already
be with
know
them or
the
not.
tables turn once they give it up.
It
Why
goes
we acting
back
like
and
we don't know that
forth.
shit?
It goes. Let's say it goes back and forth.
Not always.
So a nigga ain't never
I know
changed
she's
on you
talking
once he
about.
got it. A nigga
Yeah,
ain't never.
of course.
Okay.
But a
All
female,
right then.
but DJ, a female do the same thing. If it ain't up to her standards of what she wants, she might
That's
do the
true.
same
That's
thing.
if it's
Have a
bad.
This
micro-
dude, she could have been liking this dude for a whole year.
Yep.
And it
pull
ain't
out a
never
micro
happened.
penis on
Right?
that.
And when-
Soon it happened, she like, nah, I
Hold
can't
on,
rock
wait a
with
minute.
bruh.
Wait,
I
hold
didn't
on.
feel
No,
it
he's right.
there.
He's right. It's
Hold
true.
on.
It's not even.
Look,
You gotta
that's
put-
no
immediate
finish.
disrespect.
Hold on, wait.
Emotion is
She
there.
could
Wait,
be like,
wait, y'all.
he
Okay.
been talking it up like he was gonna do this and
Hold on,
that.
you
and then,
said something that she could be liking a nigga for a whole year
I mean, they could be
and not give it
building.
up.
That's true.
What type of like is that?
He might not even know
I
she
got a
like him.
story.
They
She
just
must have
have
liked him as a
chemistry.
brother, then
Right.
as a friend,
Right.
then as a stepbrother.
Oh my
If it took
God.
a year,
Not a stepbrother.
Right.
well, how to get to that point to
But
fuck
it
get
could have been
there?
Now, what he's
variable.
talking
She ain't
about too
never
is
like that nigga.
No,
That's
she's
not
talking about,
true.
like, if he's
That
not
is not
pursuing.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he,
like,
he
let's say
wasn't
you're chilling,
pursuing
you're
her.
not
They
paying
just
attention.
she might have had a secret crush.
She
like,
just been
and
admiring.
then finally he starts crushing, and now they start talking.
No, this is all.
You know
Hey, hold on,
Right.
fellas. I hope you're
What?
listening at home and taking score. We already won up in the game.
How?
Cause you already saw the double standard between the 25-year-old guy and the 25-year-old girl.
But everybody did not agree on that point. I just like to say that.
Who
No,
did?
we all
We
agreed.
all agreed.
Yeah.
No,
What the hell you
because
talk-
y'all said that.
She said it depends.
Yeah, it depends.
She
Like,
didn't
first
come
of
with
all,
nothing back
Yeah,
to
give
that.
3 things it
'cause, I
depends
mean,
on.
Depends on what?
It depends on a lot of things, actually. You know, their background, their upbringing, their heritage, whatever the hell they believe in. For real, because like where I'm from,
You don't know that
the
a bitch.
man, like say his parents have a house, right, and he's staying with his mom. Okay, until he is grown and able to take over
25.
the house. Okay, if he's 25, yeah, he's taking over the house. So now that is his house. And his mama stayed with him, even though technically it's really his mama house. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
Can you
wow,
give
that's
people what's your
different.
Instagram again? Cause I know you niggas ain't at work. You living with your mama, but you got a chance on this motherfucker. Well, what's your Instagram again?
I'm being for real. I'm
Okay,
saying.
tell them who you is, so these broke ass niggas can get at you.
I'm just saying, just because he stay with his
Oh, man.
mama, don't mean he a bum. Like,
All right. Question number 2. 'Cause you already see, fellas. That's one double standard in favor of women. Okay.
For the most
Because
part.
I don't. Everybody know the double standard women can't wait to get to. But until then, let's go to 2. Why is it that a woman jealousy is different than a man's jealousy? I was watching this podcast, and a woman started off saying, I could be a little possessive, and nobody budged. Nobody questioned it.
Right.
They kept it moving as if it was normal. But if I was to start off saying, yeah, I can be a little possessive, they'd be like, yo, cut, get this crazy motherfucker off the set.
Right.
It's a sign
What?
of weakness. That's why.
That's
Yeah.
not,
But
oh,
see,
Wow.
there we go. Hold on, go ahead, yo,
No,
go ahead.
I mean, for the male archetype, because
Yeah.
it speaks to a lack of confidence, or what it is you trying to exert control when
On
you're
the
worried about
surface,
things.
he's right, but on the surface level, because there are some women who love that shit. When you show me that you
Yeah.
care,
A little
show
bit.
me that I'm the one you want to be with, that helps them to even choose if you the one they want to deal
Exactly.
with.
I agree.
If the other dude is all hands off, he playing whatever, and this dude like, nah, shorty, like you my girl, I'm taking care of you, like this what we gonna do, right?
But
He's
there's
possessive.
levels to the.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
I'm saying.
levels,
It's
yeah.
level.
But he's saying like
Obsessed,
insecurity.
obsessed, and possessive are two different things. You
Know
know
what
what I'm
you
saying?
You talking more like what they were talking about is like insecurity, like I can be controlled, like getting jealous. It never looks
Yeah,
good
if you're
for
talking
us.
about, yeah,
Yeah,
but
of course. You'll
but-
think he's weak. Like, why are you getting jealous? Because
Okay,
they're
Okay,
not
go ahead.
supposed
I
to
knew I was
have
gonna get one.
emotion.
I knew I was gonna get one.
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying that's normally the automatic thought process. Like, you're not supposed to be emotional. You're a man. Man it up.
No.
But yet we want our men to be emotional at the same time.
yeah,
to a
but you
certain
don't want,
extent.
but you don't want that man to
But you
be
better not be jealous.
nonchalant, like he don't give a f about you, and then you really gonna do what he thought you was gonna do anyway.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
you get less.
But
It's like love is. They say love is like a butterfly, right? If you hold it too close in your hands, you're gonna crush it. If you hold it too loose, it's gonna fly away, right? So it's got to be a balance, even in between. If that's your person,
So let me
there
ask,
should be a level of like, I ain't going for that.
no.
Should be a level of that.
I agree with that part. But no, we normalize women jealousy. Every woman in this room to check somebody's damn phone.
What does that
Why
have to do
is
with
that
being
normal?
jealous though?
Right.
That's not jealousy.
How the hell ain't that jealous? What
How
is
is
it?
checking someone's phone jealousy?
Oh, okay.
It's something.
Jealousy is.
It comes
It might not
insecurity.
be
What the hell
jealousy,
you
but it's
talking
something.
about?
Jealousy
It
is.
might just be crazy.
Insecurity.
It
Yeah,
might
I
just
was
be
insecurity,
like
but that's not
insecure about
Detective.
but
Go
it don't
ahead.
all. It's not always an insecurity. Sometimes.
What the fuck?
If
What are
your-
you doing
if your
today?
person- if
you
your
work with
person-
Spectrum?
If
Well,
your
well,
person
maybe it could be a
is-
curiosity.
If your person,
Oh, she was Verizon. She gonna clear this up.
if your person is a certain way all the time, right? And then all of a sudden he starts switching stuff up with his phone wise. Come on, y'all.
That's
You
cut
get
security.
Yeah, you're
So
not-
what?
It
No,
could-
no, it's not. But
See,
you're.
so what?
But listen, baby.
So what?
So
See,
what?
we supposed to say,
But-
hey, fellas,
But the
I think we got
man-
number two. I think we got number two. Keep
But
going.
the man is the one that's putting that insecurity on you.
But, all right,
because
so check
it's
this.
the same way.
But you
if
could
we
be
in a
wrong.
relationship,
You could be
Hold
wrong.
on, let her
Check
go.
this.
Let her finish.
if we in a relationship and I always come in my house, I put my phone down like this. All of a sudden I come in, I start doing like this. I start doing like this.
Little gesture.
Niggas too dumb.
Come on.
You
All right,
had
so
to do
bet
that
this.
1,000
So
You
times.
bet
gonna be
this.
like,
DJ,
hey,
so
why you
bet
acting like
this.
that with your phone?
I feel you. I feel where you're coming from. It's a variation, but check this. What if I was planning your surprise birthday party though? You ain't even know.
She
You know what
know
I'm saying?
because she
I'm
be in
hitting
your
your
damn phone.
friends. No, I'm hitting your friends. I'm hitting family members and all this stuff, and I don't want you to know that you about to get surprised. It's about to be a big ass diamond and all this stuff going on. I don't want you to know
But
that. I
see,
want to spoil it.
Me personally, I'm gonna ask you first before I look in it. Now, if you continue on after I ask you, then I'm gonna look in that.
But he can't even surprise you, though.
because
That's
that
called-
real
you see
person
that?
is in that
But
phone.
why
I
he
don't
can't
care
even
what nobody
surprise
say.
you? He can't surprise you with something.
But that's why I said, okay, I'm gonna be like, why are you acting like that with your phone?
So you're telling me guys don't look in girls' phones?
Yes, they do.
No.
Yes, y'all
At
do.
all.
Well,
What?
Ain't nobody
No.
said all that.
no, but now this is the
But
thing is,
I don't
if-
want it. Look,
If you're
No.
smart,
be
you're a
careful
guy,
what
gonna
you
have
stir
to-
up,
gonna have
though.
to
You
eat
go
that.
stirring
gotta
up
be
some
looking
shit, you gonna
cool.
smell some shit. Like,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
just what it is. Because things can be misinterpreted. If you start looking through another person's phone, it could have been something that wasn't even like that, but you done took it and ran with it.
That's
You know what I'm
true.
saying? It happens.
What you think?
I mean, put it like this: if there's, like you said, there's a double standard. So if you're a guy and you go through a phone, you got to be careful what you find, because that's where you have to challenge yourself as a man, because you might have to sit on that shit for a while. There's a certain time and place where it has to come out. So you have to keep it real.
Oh, you
G,
might have to snap
knowing
right
this
then.
or that. See, that's
You know
what I'm
what I'm
saying. You have to
saying?
make a
Just
decision at that
depends.
point. Do I proceed to detonate everything,
Right.
or do I use this to my advantage here? Like, okay,
I don't
so
know.
now, my side bitch is okay here. Did you like? I know of a scenario. Not saying it was me, but
Definitely
guy was
wasn't.
doing it.
Not
Definitely
him.
wasn't me.
No.
A guy, or maybe
Name Jay, but not this you.
another Jamal. not
Another
Jay.
one.
Yeah, another one.
Jackie. or somebody.
But Someone was having conversation with him. He wasn't really entertaining it, but the girl chose to go through his phone. And he looked at her phone and he saw she was having an active conversation trying to meet a person. But it's really about the different thing. Men can handle certain types of pain if he trains himself. If he's a mature man, he can handle. We don't talk about it, but that's a big part of manhood. Handling indignities and how you manage pain and adversity. Right? A woman can go off. A man can't always go off. So he sees that.
It's called a liquor store. Keep going.
No, he sees that and he's like, all right, cool. But she sees that as a double standard, different reaction. So she's like, no, we need to talk right now. We need to talk about why is this girl saying she miss you? Are we also going to discuss why you're planning to meet this 44-year-old truck driver?
Ooh. Damn.
You know,
and then, just getting off the road.
Yeah, and
he did
all of
nothing
that,
special.
all of that
You putting in all the work, handling all the business, taking care of the bills.
All of that
all
energy
he did was pull
dissipated.
up.
All
that energy.
Damn.
She was like,
because it was different.
Yeah, you know why also too though, you gotta prepare yourself when you move. You don't just do things. That's the difference. You can't just act in emotion. If you're gonna go in that phone, you gotta be prepared like this can end today.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh,
This is a side note. Like,
yeah.
how many times do women apologize like in a year?
No, they just offer to do something nice. I don't apologize.
I ain't never heard
That is such a lie.
Yo, to be honest, bro, I never heard a woman say my bad
They
in
got
my
different
life.
ways.
Wow.
I've never heard a woman say my bad in her life.
Well,
you
DJ,
serious?
you might not hear
You
it.
said my bad before.
But hold
Yes,
up.
yes.
When? And how old was you?
Just the other day.
Ain't no way
All
in
right,
hell.
DJ, you might not hear those words, I'm sorry or I apologize, but
No.
there's
Get
certain
out of
ways
I say I
that they might
apologize.
show that they
Maturity,
sorry
y'all.
about what they did
That's
or what
not
they
Now we gotta
said.
play
Then
motherfucking
she's an
I'm
charades.
immature
just saying,
woman.
she might have her ways that she
If
can
she can't
get the point
apologize.
across to you.
Put it like this.
She ain't mean it.
Guys don't
Women don't
apologize
say it.
too?
Women,
don't.
women
They do.
apologize and
How?
shit go like this.
How?
You know what, babe?
I think
am
every real man, if
Hold
you
on.
wrong, should apologize. Now, but there's times
Look,
as
every
a man,
real
you're gonna
man
feel like
should
you're not wrong.
apologize
Though.
and be wrong.
A man might feel like he ain't wrong. He ain't gonna apologize if he feel like he didn't do anything wrong.
But, there's a
But
double-
if he's wrong and he like caught being wrong or whatever, then you should apologize.
There's a double
Woman
standard in that.
woman don't apologize, and if they do, it go like this. I'm sorry I cheated, but if you would have never,
That's not true.
or if you know I was going without communication,
That's
you wasn't
real.
giving me the affection I
That's-
needed.
It's
That's
your
why I
fault.
made the mistake I
Right,
did.
DJ.
Somehow it's
Absolutely
still the
not.
nigga fault.
It's your
No.
fault,
No.
right?
Yes,
But
You
you know-
did this.
yeah.
You made me like that nigga.
But there's a double standard in the
You
apology,
made
right?
him come over
Yeah.
here and do this to me.
Go ahead, go, cause we about to be 3-0 in this bitch.
If I've noticed that a lot of times some women, when you don't accept that apology right away, they get upset. Like it's not really a choice. It's not an option. Guys, you can apologize and they're like, whatever. Like I'm still
They
mad.
still gotta
But-
go through
but
the
they're
whole-
like, I
Hear
said
me
I'm
out.
sorry. Really? Wow. Like it's a different level. It's like
But
you're
I
not
don't
allowed
really-
to
But
not
guys don't
accept it.
apologize too,
I don't
so don't
agree with
act
that.
Guys
like
always
guys are out here
apologize.
being like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
but-
I'm so sorry." No, they defend their like point, or they get mad, or
'Cause
they
they might
shut
not be
down.
sorry about it,
Yeah,
though.
is that
So
They
the
might not
type
be
of person,
sorry.
woman you're talking about is the type versus the type of man that would shut down is the same standard compared to one that's mature enough emotionally. They both know how to say sorry or
So who say
apologize.
sorry the most?
Both
Women
part-
do.
Depends
Well, who the
on
sorry?
which level
Why would
of
you tell that
person.
damn lie like that?
It's not
You
a
see
lie.
cameras, they-
Who the
I've
sorry?
been- I've been in a relationship where
DJ,
I
the
was
question
like,
is who the
wait,
sorry
I'm gonna say
is?
sorry too much.
Yes.
Who the sorry is?
Why the hell?
You know what I'm saying?
That ain't helping nothing,
Right.
brother. What
But
you
I mean,
doing?
don't do nothing. First of all, don't do nothing you gotta apologize for, right? And then not all apologies can be accepted at the same time. You can say
That's
you
true.
sorry, apologize, but that don't mean I'm gonna accept that
Right.
because you can't go back and change what you did.
Oh, it depends on what it is. Conditional, huh?
Yeah.
So let me ask you.
Of
Let me
course.
ask this.
It's always conditional.
Because this is the weakest term that's ever been. I don't know who made this shit up, but why is it that when a man displays masculinity, it's considered toxic, but when a woman displays masculinity, she's considered brave, independent, and strong? What's up with that?
Give me an example.
All right.
That's
So
Like-
it's
I can
a-
answer.
Go ahead,
I can answer.
because I want to.
You know, for the men, the media and the way society goes now, they're praising weak men, right? Or they're making men weaker in a lot of different scenarios and instances. So when a man that isn't subscribing to those philosophies or doesn't want to carry himself like that, he's seen as the toxic one. Right?
If I get on
but
camera and-
if
hold on,
a
if I
war
get on-
started, if
Go
a
ahead.
war started and some shit was about to go down, who the first person you gonna point at or want to step up and do something?
the man.
Right. The most toxic one that then show he ain't got no fear in no kind of way. He just go out there and handle his business, right?
Yeah.
But you say a female
But
shows
no,
masculinity.
Hold on, let me show you. Because I can go in and say, I'm a man, I shouldn't cook or clean, and I can handle the bill.
But-
me establishing my role as a man is considered toxic.
No.
But see,
And me establishing the role as a woman and how she should be, I'm considered toxic now.
yeah, but
No.
that is
That
quote
is
unquote.
true.
But
No,
what's wrong,
that's
bro?
incorrect. I don't think so.
Bro, are you
So you're
serious?
telling me if
That's
a
it.
man said a woman should submit, the whole world get on him about being toxic?
That's because
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you
no,
that's
talking
because
about
they're
you
brainwashed.
you talking about
and
gender
immature.
roles though. You talking
Yeah,
about gender
that's-
roles
that's-
like
That's
cooking and cleaning though. That's not that could go either way. Both of y'all could be cooking and cleaning in the
But
house.
it's still
or
a part of
whatever.
masculinity and femininity.
Not
Yeah. To
necessarily.
some
I don't think
people.
so.
Not- yeah, that's
Yes, it
subjective.
is.
Like
no,
women love a man.
You
that
don't think
can
it's a
cook,
role?
No, what
Like,
I'm
y'all-
saying,
Guys
is-
y'all
out
love
there,
a man
guys
that
are
hold
really
on,
good cooks.
hold on.
Right.
Because we
That- like you
talking
said,
over each other.
That's in a relationship. Basically, we keep us talking about these general things, but in relationships, it's what the two parties agree on.
Right.
Now, masculinity is not just what you actually do, and like even to the point he was making, if you're talking about a war, I think we have a very narrow, and this is where it's society and why it's called toxic, what we call masculinity. If you actually talk to like older men, like seasoned brothers that have some experience, masculinity is only a small percentage amount of strength. It's really about understanding and wisdom. You run
Patience.
people not by forcing your weight on them. You do that when you're younger. How does an old man survive? You run people by
Strategy.
imparting them wisdom,
Chess.
giving them understanding.
Right.
So the person who may go out and fight the war could be the dude that's a hothead, but the person who's going to win the war is the person that can think about the objective and formulate a plan. So it ain't really toxic. I think it's just how we talk about masculinity. We think it's only violence or strength, but it's really understanding and governance. That's
Right.
the highest level.
I
of it.
agree. I agree.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
there's nothing
That
more
makes sense.
sexier than a feminine woman, though. Like I don't even think women even. Well, a lot of women might not. I can't speak for everybody, but a lot of women might not even understand how sexy that is to us as men when you decide to carry yourself in a very feminine way. You know
They
what I'm
do.
saying?
They do.
It doesn't
femininity
make
in your
you weak.
perspective.
Doesn't make you weak or it doesn't make you like less than, but it's sexy to allow the man to lead sometimes, like she said, or
That's your
allow the man
superpower.
to display his masculinity unchallenged.
What does
That's what I
femininity
said.
That
look
is
like
your
to you?
superpower.
We
You're not a
we want
masculine
this
being.
because we
Go ahead.
have that aspect in us.
Right.
So once we submit and we show y'all that, it's over for y'all.
Yeah,
That's how we rule.
I agree with that.
Well, both sides is
You
ruling
just
at the end
said
of the
you
day.
didn't agree with it. You said
No, I
you
said-
run the
earlier I didn't agree
relationship.
with it.
Yeah. I mean,
I do.
but both
I'm saying, but
sides-
what she's saying when you show a level of being submissive and being that helper, it changes because now I want to make sure you're straight. Like whatever
Difference.
make sure I'm trying to make it because you
Yeah,
have
like you said, you
have
multiply,
created a
right?
lane for me.
Yeah.
Y'all take things and make them better, make them softer. That's feminine, right? Like that's a superpower
Yeah.
for y'all.
Yeah.
Like y'all can do that, right? It's nothing sexier than that, but it's too many relationships nowadays where there's some confusion on what it means to be feminine.
I
and
don't
be
think it's really
masculine.
confusion. I think it's how people these days view femininity and masculinity because really every human being has femininity and masculinity. It's just energies.
At
You know
that.
what I'm
And
saying?
it got to be a balance, yin and
Right.
yang. You know,
got to have a balance and you got to be mature in your energy and your thought process to even be a man to show any type of level of femininity. You know what I'm saying?
but ain't nothing wrong with a man going outside and chopping some wood.
But
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
handling
I would
his
tell
business.
you, I ran across this woman that she said I have the mentality of niggas, and she was very aggressive. This I swear to God, this happened. Very aggressive. Always talk like I think like niggas. I could fuck you and get up and go tomorrow.
Yeah, I've heard those stuff.
I've heard
She was
Yeah.
sitting down and a spider got up and then she got the fuck up and ran.
But I feel like
I
too,
said, what the fuck? She turned to a little girl on the spot.
Looking at you
that would
like,
be
kill
me
it.
'cause,
That's what the fuck she said. All that tough shit went out the window
Oh my god.
because he saw a spider.
Right.
So stop playing a role that you ain't fit for.
but
That makes you bitter.
I feel like too, a lot of women they feel like they have to be more masculine because whatever male they're dealing with is not making her feel safe enough to be in her feminine.
But she don't need to be with him.
She just blamed the
No,
nigga
no,
again.
no,
How
no,
that
no.
happen?
She don't need to be
I'm
with
Why
that.
you do that?
I'm saying not be with that person, but I'm saying that's what happens a lot of times.
If
Until
any
that woman
man,
meets
any
a
man that
that
makes you
her
feel like
safe
any
to
man that makes
be
you
that,
feel like you got to be masculine need to go.
right,
But
I
I
agree
don't
with
think
that.
that's
But I'm
just
just
men.
saying that's
Let that
how
go,
the
for
world.
But
real.
who teaches a man how to like operate in a relationship?
The world,
Go ahead, Jeff.
society.
I don't think a woman really picks that up necessarily from her relationship. It's usually about what's going on in her life, her role in her life. If she's like alone, providing for herself. So I think it filters into the
That too,
relationship,
yeah.
but it comes from how you got to deal with the rest of the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because if you're representing yourself, that means all the friction, the responsibilities when things go wrong, you have to handle that. So you develop like that tough facade. And some people,
Yeah, that's
they don't know
cool.
how to transition. Like when they get into a situation, it's hard to stop being. It's the same thing. Like I know guys from the street. You can get in a better situation. It's hard to just stop and say, "Oh well," because it's this way, because you've already been conditioned. So you still, even though you may want to be like, "Okay, I'm gonna be soft," but when something happens, you revert
I
back.
mean, I want
Yeah.
my girl to have a little bit of gangster in her though. Like, if something pop off and I gotta handle it, you
little
gonna
gangster.
sit there and just let me go do all this, or you gonna step up like Bonnie and Clyde type of thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We riding
That's
together, we dying together. That type. Ain't nothing wrong with her having some toughness.
balance.
So what
You know what I'm saying?
happens? They can display masculinity, but when a man displays femininity, he's considered soft.
Be careful with
That's
that
a
though.
lie.
And
Be
weak.
careful
lie.
with that.
And,
All right, how about this?
much-
How about this? Just say for instance,
Don't get canceled, DJ.
we together. I don't give a fuck about that. We together, right? We're together, and you yell at me, and I start crying like women do. How would you feel about me?
Well, I would be very concerned. First of all,
Now I need help. I need professional
I didn't say
help.
that.
Listen to this shit. But if I yell at you and you cry,
I said I would be concerned. I would genuinely be concerned because, oh my God, like, why is he crying? Like,
Depends
what's going
on what it
You know
was.
what I'm saying? Like,
Can't be,
something-
can't
no,
be
I'm
hurt. Why is he
serious.
crying?
something could be happening inside you internally
This
that
nigga
I don't
got
know
feelings.
about because y'all don't talk so much. You know
he
what I'm
got
saying?
feelings.
True, but
I'm
it's-
not saying
But I
be
think
concerned,
it's
like,
feminine
oh,
for a
God,
man to
but-
yell at a woman anyway. Like you already displaying
No,
some
that shit
femininity.
way too effective
No,
to be
You
feminine.
already displaying some femininity to have to get out
Some
of your
women like to
character.
hear the word "shut the fuck up."
You don't gotta yell it though.
Yeah, you can. Be good. Hey.
You can moan that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got the scream.
I don't know how the fuck you pull that off.
Hey, you gotta try it one time, DJ.
Oh,
You
yo,
gotta
yo,
try it.
yo, shut up.
But it is a
Fuck.
serious
Oh, like
thing.
that.
I'm trying to tell you, it could be, it's a time and a place. But why is a man raising his voice? Why are you getting out of character? Why are you?
Have you
screaming
ever
at a
heard
woman?
these women go the fuck off? How you gonna be heard?
But you masculine though. You supposed to have
And
that
I'm gonna
patience.
use my
Nah,
roar,
you
nigga,
supposed
just
to
like
have
that lion do.
Supposed to have that patience level and be able to deal with the storm. You know what I
Fuck
mean?
it, where did that become manhood always? You ain't
Man-
gotta have
a man's
patience
supposed
all
to
the
be
time.
like a rock, right? A woman's gonna go through different emotions and
You are still
have it up and down.
telling
But
me
you're supposed
they
to be
have
solid.
double standards.
It is. You got
Yeah,
masculine
it
and
is
feminine.
definitely a
It
double
is. It's a
standard.
double
You just
standard.
keep saying
I'm saying
they are allowed to do whatever the fuck they want to,
That's the
display
feminine.
their emotion
That's
however
the
they
feminine.
want.
That's the feminine.
We're
But you have that trait
butterfly.
in you too.
No, but
Everybody has that
which,
trait.
Which side you leaning to? You want to be a masculine man, or do you
I
want to
said,
just be
why
a
when
feminine
they
man?
do display it, do we get looked at as being weak?
Yes, I would say yes.
Yeah, and it's a bad thing.
So-
from
I
a
don't
mental
think
health
so.
perspective.
I
Oh,
don't-
wait. He about to go
Nah,
mental
from
health.
From a mental health perspective,
Because she already said something wrong with.
legitimately, that's the big problem or gray area in relationships. Like you can be dominant and still not be comfortable. So you have men in these relationships where they may be in control, they may be dominant, but they're never comfortable. And it's not always just like we're using this grand example that he's crying just because you yelled at him. He could really be going through some shit, and he
That's
doesn't
what I
feel
just
like
said.
this is the space where he can speak on it, or
And his
this
peace
isn't
is
a
supposed to
space
be
where he
at
can
home,
say
though. Like,
it. It's a
Yeah.
real
you know what I'm
thing.
saying? That
So-
man should have peace
that's
at
why I
home.
said I would
Your
be
woman's
concerned,
supposed to be
'cause-
your peace.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but
You know
some
what I'm
guys aren't like taught that though. Like I guess they haven't really had the opportunity to like explore that, where like they can express these emotions sometimes. So when it does happen, it's like it comes out with like an overload, and obviously the woman's gonna be like, "What the heck? It wasn't that serious," and you're weak, of course. It'll
Right.
come across as that.
And with that femininity, toxic femininity. Let's get to that part right here.
Yeah, it can
It
be
can
because some
be looked
If-
at
some
like
people
that.
can manipulate using that.
this is something that I guilty of, which I'm gonna stop. I'm pretty sure y'all guilty of, which you should stop.
What?
With the toxic femininity of women, always having to reassure your love to these women. Stop feeding that monster because it's only gonna grow.
And get worse.
What?
Wait, define that. Break
When
that
a
down.
woman to call you
Famous.
said, "Babe, you still love me?"
What?
What?
Who does that?
Women, all y'all need reassurance every other.
Sway?
You didn't. Boy, you didn't.
They need
Hey,
it.
Yo,
DJ,
Sway?
and what you say?
Y'all don't
earlier,
need. So y'all don't need reassurance.
No, why? If you already
Hold
told
on,
me.
wait. Hold on.
Discuss
Wait.
this with the women council before
I
you
do.
speak.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
say
yeah.
no for the rest of
Yeah,
it.
because you can't just throw
No,
lies out there.
example, this was his example. Like, call me and say, hey, like, and the woman asks you, do you still love me? Like, no, automatically the person that I choose to be with will automatically tell me, yeah, I love you. You look beautiful today. Like, that's the type of mentality or
Oh, she's
relationship.
saying,
Man, that's just
she's
man,
saying
they-
that it's already built in the kid,
Yeah, it's
so she
already
won't have
built
to
in.
ask for it.
I ain't gotta
Exactly.
ask
She
for
doesn't
it.
need it.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Gotcha.
Y'all seen that TikTok joint
And how
where
you treat me, of course
wait,
I
hold
wanna
on.
know.
Y'all see that TikTok where a man walk in the house, smack the girl ass, months later he smack it, and then he walk by one day and don't, and she lose her motherfucking mind.
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
that.
Y'all need reassurance
Corporate conditioning.
all the time.
Do guys need it?
No,
Yes.
In some ways, yes.
Yes, they do.
not all the time.
They don't need it?
little things.
You go
Think
out
about
there
it when
working
you're like, oh,
hard.
you didn't cook today.
Kill it.
You're like, what the? That's a reassurance you need. Different ways, but same thing. Something. Whether it's you're like, hey, you ain't.
Rub
every
my
minute
back.
breakfast this
So you
morning.
say
Everybody needs
indirectly.
reassurance.
Yes.
Yeah,
indirectly
ain't
maybe
even
that.
rub
I
my
don't think
back.
I need
I
that.
think I think it comes down to trust though, because if you trust the person that you with, you might not need as much reassurance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll
But
give
if
you
you
that.
don't trust them, like you're gonna want to hear certain things
Yep,
or see
yep,
certain things
Yep,
to
I
like.
concur.
I agree
Yeah.
with that
You know what
on
I'm
his head, but I really think it's true as trust, but it's really about you. It's not even about the other person. It's about your own
Yeah, like
insecurities.
because you could be mistrusting a
Yeah.
person for your own reasons, but
Yeah.
still,
Okay.
It's-
still is trust though. You know what I'm saying?
I like that sums
Do you
up.
if you
trust
haven't given
yourself
a
that you're good
person-
enough in
right,
this-
but if you haven't given a person a reason not to trust you and they don't trust you, then maybe you shouldn't be trusting them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Maybe they're telling you
Yeah.
something. If they're just accusing you or just have an issue with everything that you do, maybe it's them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing they call woman intuition.
That's what they call it.
That's what they call
When
it.
you start
An excuse to act a fool.
just coming up with
An
reasons.
excuse.
Oh,
You know, someone was telling
I
me.
felt something.
What the fuck you feel?
Yeah.
It's was it
I had
wrong?
to-
No.
Yeah, it probably was.
It'd be real.
It'd be wrong, huh?
The damn should be late.
No. I don't be wrong.
Don't
no,
never
we
be
have
on
to
time.
gather the evidence first. Come on.
All right, here
But
we
see,
go.
for a man, we call it common sense, though. You know what I mean? For women, it's intuition. You feel for a man, like, well, if X and Y happen, then damn Z right behind it. You know, common sense.
Yeah. Hey, yo. And the fact that we ain't got canceled yet and y'all still watching, this is guaranteed to get me canceled. All right.
Be careful, DJ.
Fuck that shit.
I don't want
I
to be
got
on
you.
the episode that you get canceled on.
Oh, hey.
I got a career.
Remember. Okay, I got you.
Don't Jerry Jones me.
All right,
Oh
all
my
right.
gosh.
I got it. All right, let's just say a farmer, right? He wants to plant, let's say tomatoes. I ask y'all a question. Is the soil greater than the seed?
That's tough.
Absolutely.
They both need each other.
Absolutely.
Say it again.
They both need each other.
Yeah, but
'Cause
the
if
Go,
you-
go,
soil-
no,
say-
I need it.
All right.
Go, you said it. Keep
No.
going.
this-
Wait, keep go.
In my perspective, they both need each other because if you have great soil, all right, that's just great soil.
Mm.
If you just have seed, all right, just got seed. But together, they become something.
There you
yeah,
go.
I feel you, but let's take it deeper,
Okay.
right? The soil is greater because it's already ready to be planted in, and you can plant whatever seeds in that soil and grow a lot of
But
different
you don't
things.
You
have
still
But-
got
Hold
to
on,
plant
let me finish.
a seed.
But
Yeah.
let me finish. Plant that tomato seed on some concrete. See what happens.
And
Right?
don't put the plant and see what happens to the soil.
You
Put
just
a
have
rock in
great
the
No,
soil.
Put a
This-
rock in the soil.
That's not
Yeah, go,
true.
go,
The
go.
soil gonna grow
Johnny
something.
Cochran
The
his
soil
ass.
gonna grow something anyway. I guarantee you, there's gonna be some weeds. I guarantee you,
You saying
a
whatever
bird is
us-
gonna drop something on that soil. The soil is
Okay,
way
Keisha,
greater.
you going way too deep with
Let's
this
go.
shit.
Let's go.
Hey, hold
deeper.
on, hold on.
You asked the question.
Hold on.
You asked the
Let
question.
me ask you something.
Good
You,
soil.
on this, because I don't know the head, you still had to put something in the
Right.
soil to create something.
Something had to get in
Yeah.
there.
But which
Is
one
the
is greater?
soil greater than the seed? Or are they 50-50? They both need each other.
Now, are we just talking about
Just
soil
keep,
here?
just keep
Or-
that soil. I'm a farmer.
Soil number one.
I guess they need. Yeah, they
Things
need
can
each
grow
other.
Need
from
each
under
other.
the ground.
How you feel about soil and seed? Is soil greater than the seed?
No.
They
It's
need each other.
essential to survival. Both.
Good. I'm glad that 3. I don't know the fuck you was going with it.
Well, fungus
But at
don't
least
need a
3.
seed, bruh.
We're on it.
Mushroom don't need a seed.
We're on it.
It needs soil though.
If the soil is not greater than the seed, then why can a woman only make a decision? The only person that can make a decision when it comes to abortion. I understand your body, your choice, but decision you're making is about my seed, and I should have a say so in it. I think abortion, the procedure should have 2 signatures in order to go through with it.
Oh, he might get canceled.
But
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Pro-choice
Wait a minute.
for the
Hold on. 2 signatures in order to go through with it. Because when men get women pregnant and women want to keep it, they say, tough titty, you should have wrapped it up. Now, I'm not talking about the extreme cases. Because the extreme cases, okay, then that's different. But I'm talking about 2 people that knew what they were doing. One wanted, which is the man, and one don't, which is the woman. I think it should have 2 signatures in order to perform that procedure. That's why I asked, is the soil greater than the seed? You shouldn't have a.
You could have told me that before I
I
started
don't-
thinking
that was
about
it.
farming, bro.
As I'm saying, you
I didn't know you was going there.
Yeah.
I thought we talking about farming.
Yeah, we're gonna start drug testing
All right.
before we go to the podcast. We're gonna start doing that.
That's messed up. But to your point, like, I don't disagree that it should be 2 signatures, right? But you know, in the society that we live in,
Don't do that.
Who's supposed to be signing?
Both.
what?
Who's supposed to be signing? There's a lot of cases where you don't even know who that person
Oh my
is
God.
that's supposed to be signing. So you talking about 2 signatures?
Well, I agree.
He over there signing to
I
kill
didn't want
somebody. I
some of
mean, to
mine,
stop
man.
somebody else's baby from being born. You see what I'm saying? Like, so therefore, she should be able to make that decision by herself. I think.
You think she should?
And
Or I think they
especially
should
if
do a DNA
especially if
test.
you have not
Amniocentesis.
been
That
exclusively
can't
with
work.
one person.
All right,
That would
all
never
right.
work.
Go ahead.
Because it'll be easy for a woman to say, "My God, my cousin come with me." Like, yeah, he's that we gonna sign off for this abortion
Right.
together. Who is guaranteeing?
And she
like,
might be
this
telling
is
the
his,
truth.
Right. That's why I
It might
said-
be the
How you
cousin.
gonna know?
You need 2 signatures to get a divorce, right?
Yeah, but how would you know whose seat it is? This random
That's
guy
because
could
the
probably.
participants are known in a divorce in the initial part of it. So you need the 2 people that
So you don't
sign.
think that
So I think if
It
you're
would-
we're
married,
not smart enough to govern that? If we can tell
She
you who
coulda
the
slept
baby
with
is,
Terry
why we can't tell you who
before
the
she-
father is?
all right. So
It's
that
called a-
means what you're
You
saying
should-
is it would be different if they're married. They should both sign.
No, I'm not even
know.
saying that. I'm
'Cause you
saying
could cheat.
like
How to
if
govern
I
it.
found out I was pregnant and I didn't want to have the baby, and I know the daddy wanted to have the baby, I could get my best friend to go with me to
Same.
abortion.
No,
clinic.
Well, how we
I would
know-
say,
how
we'll
we know
bring
it
the
ain't the
papers
best
with
friend
DNA
baby, though?
saying that it's his.
How would you know? Because
How
if
we know it
we
ain't
were
the best
not
friend
gonna
baby?
Wait
It might
till
be.
the trimester of like you see a bump. Abortions usually
No, you can
happen.
tell who the child is way
Yeah,
beforehand,
it's
right?
called an amniocentesis.
But who's gonna do
What
that
had happened?
test?
Yeah, it just
It
depends on.
is.
Yeah, but it depends on when you.
Where they
have
do that at?
So
Yeah.
basically, they take a needle into the amniotic sac to withdraw the fluid, which has the baby's
But most
DNA
of
in
the-
it. That's how they test
Right.
before.
But most of the time, you get an abortion mad early, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So
you
if
gotta
think
call
about
that.
it,
That ain't always the
nobody
case.
waiting until like month number 6 to be like, yeah, I don't
Man,
want
they
this
actually
baby no
passed
more.
a law for month number 9. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
really?
Mhm.
Yes.
So that's an extreme case, though.
No, I was talking in another form.
But so what is the other way around? What if the woman don't want it? He want to keep it.
No, we're talking about the bias.
Oh, we know how that goes.
It goes the way she wanted to go.
We know how
She's
that
carrying
goes.
it.
What the-
I
I
know
done
she
had
gave it
kids,
to
I
you
did
if
not
you
want
could carry it.
Huh?
I
That's
mean,
not true.
No,
So
I'm
when that-
just
hold on,
saying,
say
we
what?
know. You said what if? I'm saying we know how that goes. She can make that choice.
Right.
No.
I mean, that won't
that's
work.
not true.
That won't
Yes,
work
it
because
is.
I
She
can't
should
just
be
be
able
like,
to
yo,
make that
doctor,
choice,
give it
though.
to
That's
him,
her
let him
business.
carry it.
Look,
She should be able to make that choice.
listen.
Hold on, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go Jay. What you say?
So when I was married, I did not want. I had one child that I wanted with this man, and it went left real bad. He did not show up to the birth. He was laid up with some hoe, XYZ. So when I got pregnant again, I was like, bro, I don't want this baby. Like, I need an abortion. Like, can you please give me an abortion? And
Why the
at
fuck
that
your
time,
kids' Christmas up with this story? You sure you want to finish?
look, I tell my kids the truth.
Okay.
But, so he was the only one working because he wanted me to be a stay-at-home mom. I did not want to have this baby. Now, every other time, you know what to do. All of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? When shit get funny, you don't know what to do. Now this done happened. I don't want to have the baby. And he would not do it.
So,
And I had to
is it any way he could have stopped you from not having an abortion?
What do you mean?
If you wanted it, you could have had it without his permission. That's the bias we're talking about. That's the double standard.
I mean, yeah, but I'm
Because
saying...
because when you have the baby, I'm forced to take care of it
How are you forced?
with child support.
But some people don't do child support and none of that.
Child
other
support
stuff.
do their ass.
Well, I'm saying.
So what if
it
the
could go-
woman wants to keep it and the guy doesn't? So what is the two signatures going to do?
Well, we know how that goes.
No, if you can't keep it, you have to deal with your actions. Just like a man right now can't decide whether to keep it or not.
So
He has to deal with having it.
yeah. So if the women don't want it and the guy want it, he has to deal with it, even with the signatures.
I said it need two signatures to actually perform the abortion for those type of cases. Now, the other type of cases, you do what the fuck you want to do. But I'm talking strictly two people together, knew what they was doing, had consensual sex.
Mm-hmm.
But did they get?
The
Did she get?
signatures-
Was it intentional? Like, were they like, we're gonna make a baby?
That doesn't
Right.
even
It does not matter because that's not a standard for the guy. They say you should have wrapped it up, homie. Fuck wrong with you? You know
But
that bitch
still,
be fucking
the
everybody.
signatures are pointless.
Oh, you hit her wrong anyway.
Right.
So
I think the signatures are pointless. Because if you swing it both ways, like somebody, like he can't carry the baby if I don't want it and he
you
wants
say that
it.
one more time, I'm gonna start rapping. Brenda's got a baby. You say it one more goddamn time. What you think, Jay? Okay.
I mean, that's a tough one, bro. Like,
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. Go ahead, Jay. Number 6. I'm expected to get the check, but I shouldn't expect sex. Where they do that at? I have never invested in anything and didn't expect a return. And if you did, you know what that's called? A bad investment. So why is it that I'm wrong for expecting sex? Ladies,
now, are you in a relationship with this person?
no, we're
or-
dating.
Oh.
you paying bills and all that?
No, I'm paying for dinner.
Oh,
on,
hell
man.
no. You paying for
Yeah,
dinner? You want to have
if
sex?
you're-
Absolutely not.
I mean, food. You like buying food. For,
Yeah, dinner.
for
That ain't
pussy
even
is like
tricking
a-
for real.
Yeah, like, I think. I mean,
Cause you hungry too.
it's, it's just food.
Yeah, but my bill ain't gonna be as high.
True.
But wait a minute, do y'all expect the man to grab the check?
It depends.
Common.
You got that weak ass word you keep using.
Like what
yo.
else are you gonna?
You
bring
ain't got
to the
shit
table?
behind it. You just say it depends. Now go to somebody else.
All right,
Now go to somebody else.
Let's put it
Yeah.
this way, right? Okay, so you don't pay or take the check. What else are you bringing? You go, like what else?
This nigga a politician.
First
Can
of
you just
all-
answer the question first?
What-
Why are you
Do
asking?
you
No.
when you go on a date with a
Yeah,
guy?
I
Do you
do.
expect him?
If he invites me, yes, I do.
I do.
Absolutely.
Do you expect him to grab the check?
If he's invited me out, yes.
So
If
how
I
many,
invited
how
him out,
many
no.
times do I gotta keep feeding you?
It
in order.
depends. But ain't we getting to know each other at this point? If we're
At some point,
Yeah.
we're going
DJ,
to build a
let's take it
relationship,
to.
though.
Can we do?
Can I
we
can
do
I
a
split the
different-
bill until we get to know
I'm
each other?
saying, can we do a different scenario versus the dinner?
No, fuck that.
It's the dinner.
I mean,
No.
you can,
not the way
but
ticket.
Can we split the check and get to know each
we
other?
can, but we need to discuss that beforehand. Don't invite me nowhere and then be like,
But the way my
and
account
be
set
like,
up,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't do that.
you know what I'm saying?
Be like,
I,
listen.
I didn't say I could afford Roof Chris
We're
on
going
Tuesday.
Dutch.
That was your
Okay, cool,
idea.
We going Dutch. much. That's what's up. Thanks
It
for
just
letting me know.
depends on what the intention is, I believe. I
Yeah.
believe, like, if you're talking to someone, even before you go on a date, you kind of gauge, like, hey, so what are you actually looking for? You know?
Right.
So before you even step out there to waste my damn time, I'm going to know a little bit of information.
But you asking too many questions. I'm just
I
trying to get
do.
something to eat.
No, even
Like,
before we got to
what you mean? What
something
am I
to
looking
eat.
for? I'm looking for some food.
No, even before we got there. Like, I'm not just going to go out with a stranger. I'm going to build some type of rapport
Right.
before I get
Right.
there so I can gauge, like, okay, is this something like, okay, this, pay for my meal to sex, or is it just like,
How
okay,
many dinners, my nigga?
I don't have a limit of dinners because there's other variables that need to be played in there. I
You
got
just
time
like-
for it.
All right, fuck it. Since
Ask
they
the
don't want
guys.
to agree with
Well,
this,
making
Ask
it
the
too
guys.
hard.
all right, look,
All right,
fellas.
so-
If you go ahead,
I'm just saying, because you said expect, though. You said expect.
That
sex.
word.
yeah,
That's the thing.
they expect you to grab the check.
It sounds wild, bro.
It should sound wild.
Yeah.
It's a little,
Like,
I
sandwiches
expect.
for pussy. It just sounds
Oh
wild.
my.
I mean, all right.
Expect to
A
get that
steak
neck
for-
Hey, yo,
after I get this check.
hey, hey.
No
Okay,
disrespect.
okay, cool.
But I
He-
expect
he
some
gang,
neck.
he gang. If it's just getting to know and it's just about food, can I take you to McDonald's?
Yeah.
No.
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Can y'all want to take that?
I don't eat
I
McDonald's.
mean, you ain't giving it up anyway.
Yeah.
She ain't giving you nothing no way.
I wouldn't
What's
care.
wrong with them
So
fries?
why you
I
need
don't
it?
eat McDonald's, so why would I want to force myself to eat it? So give
But
me
he
something
just
else.
naming a cheap ass restaurant.
Yeah, give me
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
A cheap ass restaurant.
You see
I
that?
thought we just getting to know each other. You just want to eat, right?
What
Double
about
Yes,
standard.
but I'm saying it
Yeah,
don't
about
that's
coffee?
a
See how they
double
been- see how they
standard.
been talking to
You
you?
said you
Yeah.
were hungry.
What about
I
coffee?
offered McDonald's.
Yeah.
about
That ain't
coffee?
good
She
enough.
said she don't eat that.
Come
What
on.
about
They-
coffee?
They
Is
expect
you
better.
hungry or you
Right,
not?
coffee. I like the
Listen,
taco
what
truck.
about
That's
coffee?
cool too.
We can talk and chit chat. It may not happen a
So
lot.
every date I can take you to the
No,
Starbucks.
you cannot.
Why would you
Keep
There
going.
should be some kind
But
of
so
progression.
why we gotta go on dates anyway?
Ooh.
What is
Ooh.
that like?
What?
What would you call
If
it?
you know what you want and I know what I want,
But a date.
Oh,
could
what are
be
we going on a
anything.
date for?
Right.
But a date could be.
Why are we going on a date? Why
I
don't
don't
we
know
go
that you want what you said
burn
you
some
want.
incense and
Hey,
listen to some
hey,
music?
you know, you was crazy because
Why we don't light some candles and
That was a-
watch a
But that's
movie?
still
Hey,
a
that- yeah,
date.
that's
Oh,
a-
you
that-
want
yo, how about-
Netflix and chill.
Keisha,
No, I don't want to chill at all.
That's still
Hey.
a date.
I don't
Hey.
want to chill.
fuck
So
a
what-
bill. Let's Netflix and chill.
I'm asking
that
a
was
question.
that was gonna be a
no,
podcast.
this is a legitimate question.
Okay,
Why
go ahead.
is food a prerequisite?
I agree. I don't like that. I'd rather a man take me to somewhere like, go
'Cause half
karting,
the time-
paintballing or something.
Half the time y'all be
Like
sitting at that table bored as
on a
hell,
walk.
But
Around-
guys,
waiting on the food.
it depends on a man. Some men aren't creative, and it's easier to say, "Hey, let's go break bread together, so
Right.
we can build this rapport together and get to a certain level together."
But we paying together.
No, it depends
Right, so
on
we
what
do-
kind of man this
I
is,
got
right?
you.
What about Subway?
I'm not a Subway person.
Oh, so to
Yeah.
each his
You're a
own.
5-star person, huh?
I'm just
Eh.
posing the
Yeah.
question
Now
like
you
my
going
bruh
to
said.
you taking her out every time and the bill at 200 or
But then
150
again-
plus.
You a sucker.
But then again, listen, yeah,
What's
you're
wrong
a
with
sucker
you?
for that.
And
Yeah.
at
You
what
definitely
time
a
are you gonna
sucker
say,
for
all
that."
right now?
No, but listen, it's like this. It's masculinity, femininity. Automatically, as a masculine man, aren't you thinking, like, I gotta provide, and the woman's, like, femininity shows up and adds to whatever she adds. And it's not a limitation of, like, okay, this is the amount of times I'm gonna show up, right? Like, this is how you're showing as, like, a man that you're, in my perspective, you're providing.
you
You're
just shitted on
providing
McDonald's.
something,
Well,
because
see-
outside of that, what can you provide for me that I'm
I
not
pro- I
already
pro-
providing for myself?
I provided an idea.
No,
I
we
gave the
are-
idea that we could go to McDonald's.
Listen, you can have an idea and a
That was
woman
my
can have
idea.
a plan.
I provided it.
Right. You can have the idea and we can have a plan. So what's the point? Like, you have to think about it. The woman you're coming to they're already providing
You
these
see the
things
double
for
standard?
themselves.
You see the
Right.
double
So
standard?
what are you asking for my time that
Well,
I'm already
no, he already made that clear. What he expect. He
Yeah.
said
You
what we
said it in
expect.
the
Not off the first.
Boy, you
Not
gotta
off the
clear
first.
it up.
Not-
now,
let me
DJ.
clear it up. Let me clear it
You
up.
gotta clear it up.
I'm not gonna get counted.
'Cause-
Not the first date, but like the second date.
Oh.
Damn.
That
God.
ain't making no
He's
better.
a hoe.
Okay.
If I
that first
spend,
one.
all right, that's
I
fine.
was just-
I
I
said,
was
let me get
sizing
out
you
of
up
it.
the first
Let me get out. Because this
But
really
the
happened.
night is the night.
The dude flew a chick out.
Oh,
She
yeah, I
got
saw
to
that.
you saw that shit? She got to the airport. She ain't trying to fuck. He left her there.
Wow. So they
Wow,
hadn't
in
ate
what
yet
way?
or nothing.
That
Huh?
was a
They hadn't
different
ate yet or
circumstance.
nothing.
Who
No, she wasn't trying. She said she came in. She flew in with a
Wasn't
period, right?
it Kodak? He didn't even buy her nothing to eat. He told her to go in the refrigerator and get some
No, I
barbecue or
think,
something
like,
like that.
in
She
that
wasn't giving it
instant,
up. She flew out to see
She
him.
thought she was getting a free ride. Because
Right.
let's be real. If you're in
y'all
a
be
long
playing.
distance relationship, that's different. If this is not even a relationship,
There be
and
some
someone said, "Let me
manipulation
fly
going
you
on
out
there.
for the weekend," ask details. If you don't ask details, don't ask it when you get there.
Right.
Like automatically now, it's kind of like, oh yeah,
So you telling me you
I'm
got
not flying out for no stranger. Like
right?
we ain't got nothing like set in stone
But
here.
then I think again that's a weakness. Like, why you gotta fly somebody out? What's wrong with where you at? You can't. You gotta like reach out and fly somebody out, do all of
Your
that
soulmate
just to
might
be with
be in
You
somebody.
California.
yeah.
That's sad. Yo. Your game's so weak.
No, that could be the person for you. She just
Yeah.
located there.
She could have moved there.
But you
Yeah,
really, where you meet her at?
online.
Right.
Yeah.
How many people you meet online, or how many people she meet online? And that's the one. The one you
That
saw
could
online.
actually be the one.
Come on, man. How?
Yeah.
What
How?
the hell is you talking about? This shit is the
Man,
thing
that
there.
shit on display for the public. How is that the one?
So you think you gonna find your
You
good
both
girl, good
are
girl
on
at
the same-
church?
You might.
Your
I
church,
mean, you could have been at the grocery store. You could have been at the
How
market.
do
and you could have been online.
Bro, if it's online, in my opinion, my humble opinion, it's on display for everybody.
You're
So
on.
I
You're
don't
on
feel
display
like-
because you're
I
free.
don't feel
You're
like
single.
I don't feel like
You're
I'm gonna
on
find
display, too.
the one online.
Oh, so you're against online
Right.
dating?
No, I'm not. I'm just
Okay.
saying I don't think
How the
just
fuck are
off
you
of
not?
just off of what I saw on your page, some pictures
Or
that
you're
could
talking.
be filtered up and all this stuff. I'm not gonna look at that picture and say that's the one.
No,
No, that ain't how it go.
I'm asking the question.
No, you ain't. You pretty much
No.
saying what's going
I
on.
bet you did.
I'm saying I
Yeah,
asked
you
the
did.
question at first, like, wait, how'd
did
you
not ask the
meet?
question.
Where'd you meet?
Yeah, online.
And then
And
you
he
said
didn't
this
go
is the
into-
one, so I'm gonna fly her out. I'm flying her out.
You could actually meet somebody that you're compatible with online and feel like y'all have a connection.
I agree.
Shawty,
You
come
can
here.
meet
Let's make it
somebody.
real for
Yeah.
You
that's
can
the
meet someone,
situation.
but I'm not just off GP gonna say that's the
Right.
one. Like, nah.
No,
No,
he's not
that ain't
saying,
it.
like
He-
off the rip.
He flew her out, but she wasn't trying to put out, so he left her there. Was he wrong?
He shouldn't have flew out.
Was he wrong?
Yeah,
I
I,
think
think
so.
Or
I
was
think
she
He
wrong?
was not wrong.
There
He
you go.
was wrong.
He was
Well,
not
why-
wrong.
Well,
Finally,
Because
Wow.
guess
got
what?
one.
But
Guess
why
what?
is
Let me,
why
oh yeah,
are-
Marilla in there.
Nah. Guess what? He wasn't wrong because he was like, hey, he
But he
talked to
should've-
her, chopped it up a little bit, asked what's your information to buy this plane ticket, and while he's doing all of this, she had a lot
But
of
he shoulda-
time
he shoulda
to think
specified.
like, hey, wait, what
Specify.
are we
Yeah,
actually
look,
going
when
to
you
be
come
doing?
out here throwing
Like, what
ass.
is what like is this
Did you
going
get on
to
this
be?
flight
you
to
go
do a
go
job?
Oh, wait.
Like, is this going to be some? She had, like, as a woman, we ask questions. I don't care who you are. You're going to say, hey, oh, maybe this is my girlfriend. Like, this
can't-
might be my boo girl. Like, we're not. He had money. He was flaunting it. And she was
Man,
like, he about to
fellas.
go rain this
some
on my
hoes
ass.
go for that. They go for that. Like they don't
Fellas,
care.
stop
They don't ask no
flying
questions.
these
I have
girls
Right, but
out,
in this
man.
They be like,
case-
oh, he got money.
Stop
I'm going.
that shit.
Like they ain't asking no questions.
Right,
They
that's
don't
what I'm
care.
saying. So she messed up. She thought that he was the one to, like, do that. But she didn't realize she had to do something else.
Yeah, no, if you ain't my girl, you ain't no flued out. Nothing. Like, no.
You can't even get to that point unless
I
you
don't
fly
care.
out.
No. When I'm in your city, I'll hit you up. We'll talk then. That's cool. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
like
over here
that's-
handling my business. I ain't fluing
Some
nothing
people,
out.
they see something they want it. They just feel like they can do what they want. They bring it.
That's sad,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
And-
you,
and
it's
you've
the
been
woman's
summoned.
choice. It's the woman's choice to agree.
I'm just
like,
saying
wait,
that's
what are you
thirsty to
calling
me.
over
To
here
me,
for?
that's real
Right?
thirsty. You online looking for somebody to fly out. Like, you thirsty, bro. Like,
That you keep putting it in a way that you acting as if you can't meet nobody that you actually like online and fly them out.
you can, but why you flying them out?
Cause you like them.
How you know?
You
That's
will
what you
know
rather
once you
ain't
fly them.
never, you ain't never met them in person.
At
You could be
video
getting
chat.
catfished the
Keyshawn.
whole
Right,
time.
yeah.
Keyshawn, they got a thing called pursuing.
But video chat.
That's what you're doing.
Text-
That
Texting,
shit,
talking.
man. Fuck that.
All right.
Meet me.
Now we're
when
about to
when
switch
I'm out
it
there,
up.
I'm gonna hit you up. Or when you out here, let me know. We can meet. I'm not finna flew you out to nothing. Sorry.
But
putting his
hey,
foot down.
whoever fucking
Flew
with
me
him,
out.
you
Got-
better get your Greyhound ticket ready, cause he ain't
Oh.
fucking with you. Take that long ass bus. It might
I
take
got
3 days.
Flued out, girl. He flew me out. Like what? That's so weak to me. I'm just saying that's my opinion. Like
All right, hold on. I gotta switch it up. Double standard scale. We just did the double standard with men and women. Now we're gonna do it with women and women. How men are biased to certain women. 1, Why do us men grade light-skinned women differently than we grade dark-skinned women? Why is it every time you mention how pretty a dark-skinned woman is, you bring up the fact that she's dark-skinned?
Who still does that?
Yeah.
Everybody,
I
they
don't do that
still
shit.
do that.
I don't do that.
That's sad.
I ain't not saying
Yeah.
you, but I'm pretty sure you didn't hear it.
I feel like it goes off preference.
I think that's probably some country shit.
Yeah.
Nah.
I mean, that's
Yo, that's a pretty dark girl. Oh, she a pretty chocolate thing. Why is it just she can't be just pretty?
I feel you. Well, I heard the same thing about Yellow Bone.
I about to say they
You
say
know
the
what I'm
same
saying? Or
thing.
same thing
She a pretty
about
red
old
girl. She a
white
pretty yellow
or-
girl.
You know,
I ain't
red,
never heard that fucking
red
term.
bone.
I have.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I done heard it. But I feel what you're saying. It is more common, or it's like a stigma around darker skinned people when you're describing them, right? Or when people are describing them. I get what you're saying. But why? I don't know. I think it's been embedded in us since like the slavery.
But at the
you
same
know what I'm
time, light skinned girls get flack for being light skinned too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
School,
I
yeah.
mean,
saying? Right.
From who?
Like dark
What?
skinned girls.
I
They
got
get it because
bullied
they get
my whole
because dark
school
skinned
career
girls
for
get
being
treated
light
different.
skinned.
Wow.
That's because dark skinned girls get treated differently.
That's
So
not my problem.
that's what the
I'm
jealousy
not
come
no-
in.
But what did I do to you?
You
But be
didn't.
born.
You
Like when I'm
didn't.
talking about, I was bullied for being light skinned.
But that's why I'm getting on men, because we be showing a difference between the beauty of a light, because it be niggas that be giving light skinned chicks that's a 5 and tell me they are 8. Damn, you see that red bone over there? That
I think
some of the bitch with the sugar shame Mosey
I
though.
think it's old now though. Like
yeah,
it's like now, like
nobody does that
Yeah.
anymore. Everybody
That
just
is a
says
lot.
being
It
dark.
don't
All right, all right.
Everybody
Let's
love
not do this. Fuck light skin and dark skin. Since you say it ain't done, have you ever heard the term BBW?
it. Yep.
Mhm.
Why is that even a flex? Big beautiful women. Why can't they just be beautiful women?
Cause they big.
Because
They
they
big.
big.
Beauty come in all
That's what they are.
beauty come in all shapes, sizes, and color. Why are we putting
I agree.
big in front of beauty when it comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors?
But them some of the most
Well.
beautiful women.
Yes, it
Like,
does.
For real.
Yes, it does.
They have nice cars in all sizes, but they tell you it's a nice SUV because it's a SUV.
Yeah.
They don't want you. You
No.
don't need to
So
know.
you saying that it's nice SUV, meaning that usually SUVs ain't nice.
No, meaning that this is just a model. Yes, you just like listen. If you
Have you ever heard of what is a skinny girl? I've never heard a term for a skinny girl.
A skinny
slim
Like-
thick, slim
Slim
thick,
thick.
yeah.
No, that's slim. I'm talking about when it comes to beauty. Slim thick is just a physical thing that you can point out. She's slim and thick. But I'm talking about when you say
She big.
beauty.
No, but that's an identifier.
Yeah,
Same
she
thing.
big.
It's how you identify her. She's big. She's curvy.
No, why
she's plus
why
size.
can't she just be beauty?
She is beautiful, but you also telling people she's plus. And the community
They
owns
embrace
it.
it. They like
Yeah,
it. But
I'm
did you-
I'm
plus
saying,
size.
why is that a flex?
So I'm asking.
They
Like,
like it. The women like it. You gotta ask
they
them.
label themselves too.
Yeah.
Like,
They are labeling themselves. I'm just saying, why is it a flex? Like if somebody told me I was a SMB
What the hell?
or a SBM, a smart black man, I wouldn't use that as a flex.
But
I'd be
some
like,
people
why the hell?
would.
Why the
Some
hell am I
motherfuckers-
just not a
That's a
smart man?
Some people
Right.
would.
If a
hashtag
white
it.
man told you was the shit I just said, because I can't remember,
smart black man.
a smart black man, you would take that. "Oh, yes, boss, I am.
No, that's someone else telling you that. We're saying if you identify as yourself as that. If somebody else telling you that is different. Like a woman will say, "I'm a BBW."
If a man tell a woman she's a BBW, she gonna take that with pride.
because
That's
like,
'cause
because
she
she
identifies
identifies
with
with
it.
it. That's what I'm saying.
Don't you identify as a smart black man?
Yeah.
But if a white man say, "Yo, you one of them smart black men,"
See, you adding shit.
or
One
no,
of them,
you
one
a
of them
smart.
smart.
If a
Yeah.
white
Yeah.
fuck ad, I did. I tried to. You a smart black man. You gonna feel appreciated with that.
No.
Thank you. You're not.
But
And you
that's a
capping if you
different-
say you
race
are.
is different.
So
But that's
that's
but see
saying-
what? No,
It's
no,
too
not
much
just that.
history
Race
with
You're
race.
picking.
Like,
You're
yeah.
picking like the
I'm
wrong.
picking.
No.
Why is that a flex? How can't you? Yo, why I gotta bring up her weight when I'm talking about how pretty she is?
You want to ignore it and
Well,
act
I'm
like you
talking
don't see
about
it?
no BBWs anyway.
No, I'm
I-
saying
I wouldn't do
that
that
could be your
anyway.
flavor. But why would you bring up anybody's weight when you want to compliment their beauty?
Who
Damn,
do that,
a
though?
valid point.
damn,
That's a
because I
category
promise you, if
over
you tell me,
valid
"Oh, you a
point.
cute short nigga," I don't even know how to take that.
Right.
It's a valid point.
Huh?
It's a valid point.
Yeah.
But
Do you walk around
Again.
saying BBW? Because I don't.
No.
but I
Nobody
watched.
do that.
But I
People
watched the
does do that.
BBW. I see the BBW post and say BBW under her post or tag it in the hashtag.
Right.
And now
But
I'm
that's, like,
typing
online
BBW
type.
and there she go. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
Like,
anybody in person
that can
is
happen.
like, oh,
Nigga, it's
you're a
BBW.
fine ass BB. Like, nobody does
Yeah,
that.
it's a
but
Shit,
again,
yes they do.
But
Yes they do.
to your
Same
point
way they
earlier,
do.
it
Damn,
goes
that's
to
a bad
preference.
snow bunny.
It goes to
Yes,
preference.
they
Some
do.
people looking specifically for
Right.
a BBW because that's what they
That's
like,
what they like.
right? And the women have identified themselves as that, or it might have been a dude who started a page and just started putting BBWs
I
on
think a
there.
nigga did make that shit up,
Right.
and they just ran with it. But
They
I
like
think it ain't a flex if you actually go down to it, because I don't think
So
if
you,
I
you
want to
saying-
compliment a woman's beauty, I shouldn't have to bring up her weight.
yeah, you just
It's
saying
been
like she
fetishized.
should
Huh?
be.
It's been fetishized.
You saying that it should just be like that's
Damn, that's a beautiful woman, and that's
Right.
where it ends.
Right. In the perfect world, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But tomato, my
Just
nigga,
like- That's a beautiful woman, not a that's a beautiful dark skinned girl, or that's a beautiful light skin. It should be that's just a beautiful girl.
it should be, but we identify based on certain things, like, and it's not good or bad. We're not saying it's the right way to do it, but that's how we compartmentalize and identify this from that.
He's right, and these terms are a funny thing because I remember I had met someone, and somebody introduced me to like a friend of theirs, and they just started like FaceTiming me or something. So you can't really see. And they were like, yeah, they kept saying, yeah, I'm curvy, and I'm like, okay, I'm thinking curvy, but it has another meaning. And I didn't know
I'm
that.
shaped
initially.
like
But just cause you big,
Letter O.
just cause you big, DJ, just cause she big don't make her a BBW though.
Right.
Yeah, you right. Just because you
Right.
skinny or just because you light skinned don't
Right.
make
But
you
I
bad.
feel like they
Make you
kind of
bad.
running that
It's a
shit off the
difference.
edge.
Yeah.
nowadays.
You know what I'm saying? Cause there's some sloppy ones
Yeah.
too, right? Or it's some skinny ones that ain't worth whatever. You know what I mean? So I feel you, but that's how we identify. I think. You know what I mean? Like if you talk to 5 people in a day, how you gonna remember all 5?
Another thing. This is why do we say that we want natural women and we like you being in your natural state, but will we be fucking be the fake hair, fake eyelashes, fake
I
ass,
like that.
and fake nails?
No,
I like this
I like
segment.
natural.
Pull your joint, mic to you, to your mouth. Yeah.
I like natural. I do.
I don't
How
care.
often?
Let's see
I
your
wanna see what
let's
you
see your
look like when you
Instagram
wake up.
feed. Let's
Yeah.
see your Instagram
How often
feed.
have you
I
fucked
want to see what you
natural?
look like when you wake up. 'Cause
How
that's
o-
the real you.
Hold on, let me say it again, cause he act there, he ain't hear that. How many naturals have you fucked versus
A lot.
them ones?
A lot.
How many? A lot.
I bet you don't equal them ones.
I ain't gonna say like, hey, not a lot like that. No.
Well, I don't care, right? Because sometimes you want natural, you want to know what you do. Sometimes you want a fantasy, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I
This
saw.
nigga just did
I'm
a
just
double
saying.
standard.
It-
He didn't
it's
even
true.
know it. A fantasy.
It's true.
So what's wrong?
Sometimes
The
you might-
natural's
you
not
might
your
want-
fantasy, huh?
I'm saying you might want your girl to put it all together and throw it together and make it a fun night. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Oh,
get
it
your-
gotta be. You keep fucking yourself up, bro. Keep-
Let me.
All right.
Women like it too. Like, let me fuck it up. I'm
All
just telling you. I know what you look like naturally. You're beautiful. I'm with you because you're beautiful inside and out, right? But what's wrong with her going to get dolled up
Ain't
for the
nothing wrong
night
with
I
out?
thought we was talking
You
about
gotta
plastic
get in
surgery,
there.
like
Do it all
fake
the
ass.
time.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
not
said
hard.
fake
Hey,
ass,
That
fake
too.
nails.
That too. Like, what's wrong with that?
But that's
like,
a
if
totally
a woman
different
wants to
thing.
enhance her body, you might not like it, but it's gonna be a million dudes out there in line for that right there.
But I'm saying we keep pushing this, man. I don't like a woman that wear a lot of makeup. We keep pushing that narrative that we want our women natural, but what we fucking don't
That's
look
what I'm
natural.
things
saying.
with that,
So
though.
it
I think
depends.
A lot of guys say that because they think that's what women like to hear. So it's a little bit of like capping, like, oh yeah. But the reality is, I think whatever makes a woman confident, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Right.
Kind of like he said, like
I have a question.
whatever you feel good
It's
doing,
okay.
that's
It's
fine.
okay. Like, if you want to switch your hair up and wear a wig today, all right, that wig look good on you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna enjoy
it's
you.
straight, but like I said, I don't need all that makeup. and all
Yeah.
that.
Not to like on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Why do men say that they like natural, but then when you go on their Instagram and on their Facebook, that's all they got is fat ass and big titties and
I
all
got
this.
to know. Hold on.
Thank you.
They don't like nothing that
Thank
looks
you.
like what they got.
But
If
to
you
a
don't
double
know
standard
about
on
it,
that.
Hold on. Oh, we got a
There's
double
a double.
standard.
They Cosmopolitan had done a study where like they asked a bunch of women, like black, white. They were like, what type of guy do you like? They all said tall, dark, and handsome, right? none of their husbands were tall, dark, and handsome. So I'm just saying, what we say and shit and our little proclivities be different.
But I bet you some of them kids, dog.
Maybe.
I bet you money. It takes two to sign though to do that.
It takes two to sign.
I'm telling you, if they telling you that they like tall, dark, and handsome, you might want to listen to the shit. Is what I'm saying. That don't necessarily mean they got to be with them or be in a relationship, but she like what she like.
I'm gonna tell you some other shit though. This is another one. Why are chicks from out of the state or foreign chick considered exotic versus the American woman? We treat foreign chicks as if they like the fucking BMW cars versus American cars. Like how niggas brag on cars, we brag on foreign chicks.
You don't
Why?
You don't want to.
Yes, I do.
All right.
I know the answer.
Go ahead, give it to me.
So my dad is from here, right? But you know my mom's Germany. And so I asked him one day, I said, so what made you choose my mama? And she's white. Which I asked that part too. He was like, because they are trained up different. Here in America, they train y'all up to be, like you said, more masculine. You know, we independent women.
Materialistic.
This and that. And in other countries, it's not like that. They're brought up totally different. Their mindset is different. They're more submissive. And he said specifically white women because they shut the fuck up and listen.
Damn. Damn, that's deep. That's deep. And to her point, I was going to say, like, it's exotic because, first of all, talk to them. You know what I mean? Nothing ain't happening without a conversation, right? And if you talking, the accent, all that stuff already done created a different
So they
vibe.
put them over the American girl.
I don't think they should.
Just like
put 'em
niggas brag about the
over.
foreign cars over the American car.
Yeah, I'm not saying you should put it over, but I'm saying, like, to your point, it's considered exotic because it's different. It's not what you used to. You grow up going to school in America, right? You're around girls all the time. You're used to a certain type of female, and then you see or get introduced to a female that's completely opposite of what you're used to.
And
that's going to be exotic.
She goes on a pedestal.
Nah, nobody
Yes,
should be on no
they
pedestal, bro.
do.
Nah.
Yes, they do. Niggas get excited about foreign chicks. Yes, they do. They go
Yeah,
right on the
true.
pedestal. That's exactly what it
I know niggas
is.
that get excited about ghetto chicks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know niggas
It's
that get
about
excited
preference
about
again.
you
It's
know
preference.
corporate chicks. Like it depends.
It's just about what you have access to. If you're not used to having to act, like, you know, they say act like you've been there before. So if he's had a lot of, like, you know what I'm saying, let's say you've traveled around the world, you had a lot of different exotic, it's normalized.
Right.
Anything you don't have access to is like a big deal. You know, some people never been taken to a ball and shit, and they get all excited into this guy. Oh, he took me. It's just experiences and how shit plays in your mind.
Right.
That's it.
I got this. I ain't even want to say this shit, but why we can't take being cheated on?
Who,
Niggas.
this? Oh, yeah, I want to hear this answer. I can't wait to hear it. Let's go.
Why is it that we could cheat 995 times?
Y'all see a text message to another
If
man.
it says she
be
went on a
distraught.
date, you whore.
I have an answer to that.
Because you know how you ball him up, so you know he balling her up just like that.
Is that what it is?
That
The
what it is?
visual?
Not even,
Yeah.
not even
Being
before
in
you
his
get
feelings,
there.
Imagining
feelings.
what she feeling with the
Yeah.
other dude, but you can't feel what she feel. Like so, that's weak. Again, you weak as fuck.
There's
You
nothing
weak.
more
You
fragile on
weak.
earth than the male
It's-
ego.
It's
He
insecure.
said
a
so.
bit.
That's it.
That's some weak shit.
It's being insecure.
Yeah, like, but you can't cheat on me.
Once again, once
You can't
again,
cheat
that's
on me,
why
'cause if he
women
can
are
have
the
it, it ain't
stronger
mine.
vessel.
You see what I'm saying? I don't believe you could be cheated on. If they mess with somebody, that ain't yours.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
So you say you
So
don't
can
believe
you
we
can you
can't?
push him to cheat? Because I don't believe in
You
that.
don't
can't push
believe that
somebody.
bullshit.
How you gonna
That
push
shit. You do
somebody
what
to
you
cheat?
wanna do.
You gonna do what you want to do
Yeah.
when you want to do it. You can blame whoever you
Yeah,
want to
you
blame.
can blame somebody. You
But
gonna do whatever you want to
The
do.
chemistry
I
between
agree.
you and that other person has nothing to do with nobody else. Y'all had that zone. You know what I'm saying? That chemistry. But you can't cheat on me. Like if he can have it, it ain't mine.
All right, so with the double standard scale, this is what men have their biases in women versus different women. So now we're going to switch it over with the biases of women with different men. Double standards between two different men. Women, why is it that y'all say communication is key, but a good communicator do not get the privileges of a nigga with good dick?
What?
A good communicator don't get the privileges of a nigga with good dick. A good communicator can't drop you off with your car and go and ride around and pick your ass up late from work. A good communicator don't be giving.
Is this a real question?
No, we about to talk about. I know your answer.
This is a simple answer.
No, because these when you ask women what is one of their key, they always put communication at the top. But the communication don't.
They just be saying the same shit.
So they capping. But let them cap. Let them cap. Communication is always at the top, and they always say sex ain't everything.
Child.
So why is it that a nigga that's fucking you right don't even have to pay bills? A nigga that's fucking you right get forgiven more.
Because he's breaking.
Come
my
on, these
back.
women that won't. Say what?
Because he's breaking my back. This is self-explanatory. I don't understand the question.
Come on. Oh no, let's go with the elegant one.
It doesn't apply to me, so I don't know. I don't know how to. Communication is important. So a guy that's actually more attractive, actually.
Yeah, but
No, because I seen where motherfuckers be communicating, then you become you a nag and then like,
No.
he a nag and then
I
what
know
the hell?
that.
How many chances do a good communicator get forgiven for cheating versus a good dick
Nobody
nigga?
gets
That,
a good chance for cheating. Well, on my side. My
Listen,
side.
Hey,
listen.
If you communicate,
Listen.
you know what?
DJ, if
Why
you
can't I
communicate
get
too much, you sensitive. They gonna look at you like you
Let's
sensitive.
go keep going, huh? Because
That-
that's what they put at the top of their list.
Like
What
if,
you say?
if I got an issue with something, if I communicate it to you,
Okay.
why the fuck you always?
Y'all
just said you
going
want me
into
to communicate,
nagging
right?
though. Like communicating and nagging is two different things.
Yeah.
It's just like
If
us
I got
women
an
with
issue,
y'all.
See,
I
you
can
right,
say-
because
I should be able to say communicate with
because-
you what I have an issue about,
Correct.
and without you saying, well, why you always saying somebody? That's communicating, right?
Like
Yeah.
no, like again, it's based on the masculine femininity conversation. You know, like the way a guy says something, it's the way the woman responds. So it depends. It just
So
depends
basically,
on what
I
that
gotta communicate
response.
how you want me to communicate.
No,
No.
Yeah.
communicate.
You don't know the terms of woman communication. Communication is you listen.
Yeah.
I tell if I
Nah.
want you to
tell
say
you-
something, I
yeah.
tell you what to
You
say.
jump in when I tell you
Yeah.
to raise your hand.
Are you done?
I'm asking y'all still. You got it. So what?
What do you think?
So why you forgive good dick more?
I don't forgive nobody.
Because it's
You
hard
is
to come
capping
from.
like a
Shelby
motherfucker,
up there
man.
like she
Nah.
invincible. Like
Yeah, you
nobody
gotta say
none
that.
of
Don't
that.
worry about like she running for office and shit.
Yeah.
I am.
Share
Please,
2024.
2024. Please vote.
The good dick is the apology.
See, I like real
Truth.
shit like that.
Truth. So, I got another one. Hold on, let me see. If women are such detailed creatures, and they can always tell you what woman likes them, why do they act oblivious to the nigga that like them?
No, sometimes we just don't know because guys don't know how to initiate it.
Somebody like you.
No way.
No.
No way.
They don't know what
some-
somebody like you.
It is so terrifying to
niggas
some men to approach a girl or to actually operate in that realm. So in
I get
our
it.
head, we're
Yeah.
like,
I
oh,
don't
you're
like
a buddy.
rejection, so I don't really
you
talk
know?
to people like that.
Yeah.
I don't really like holler at girls like that, honestly.
So how are they supposed to know that you like them?
I don't know.
But you can tell
exactly.
that another.
You cannot
I don't know.
assume.
We fuck around
Like,
and start
you
tell
laughing.
me,
Hey,
I don't know.
DJ,
Yeah.
we
Get the fuck
we
outta
fuck around
here.
and start
Don't tell me, I
chuckling.
don't
It's
know.
over. We
Huh?
laughing and joking and shit. It's over.
This is. I don't even want to say it, but I gotta say it. Why are women more attracted to the whoremonger? That nigga that fuck every bitch at the job. Why is it that you want him? Women want to cuff this nigga as if he's a trophy.
Who?
The nigga that's fucking
Absolutely
everybody at the
not.
job.
That shit
No,
happens.
no, no.
That shit happens
shit-
all
No,
the
no, no.
time.
Listen,
No.
that shit happens.
We all know well, not secretly, but women like, okay, he's community dick. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
Hey,
give a
hey,
damn. You can
hey,
say
guess
community
what? Hey,
dick,
guess what?
but these women be trying to
DJ, guess
change
what?
this
Guess what,
nigga.
DJ? They'll say he
Well,
community dick, but then you
that's-
would try it.
no.
What are you doing?
Right.
She young if she trying to
Nah.
change.
Yeah, you gotta be
Hey,
young
listen.
in that.
Oh,
Yeah.
go,
Hey.
I got these. Go ahead.
I
I
ain't
can't
gonna say
relate. I really
Yeah.
can't relate.
Why is
I
y'all
did that when I was
capping?
young.
That's a turn off.
When I was young,
I want the
that was-
dick that all them had.
Yes, y'all don't want the dick that don't nobody
No,
want.
What you got? Matter of fact, you nasty, so I don't even want you to touch
yeah,
my
like
arm.
what?
Hey, guess what?
I don't know what you doing.
That That shit is unreal. Like, I'm telling you some real shit. It happens for real.
It happens
Maybe
for
they-
real.
You can have the
It would be
worst
like-
name, all this, and they
You
still
you
fuck
get
with
more pussy the more you
I
get.
swear.
The
I
value of
really-
men
I
go
agree.
up. The value of men go up when they sleep
Yep.
around with other women.
I think it's because now we know, okay, well, he getting all this coochie, his dick must be good, so let's try that out.
Right.
But I guess
mean,
it
I'm just
makes
keeping it
Finally,
Man.
the truth.
That's the truth.
Fellas,
makes
I want to
sense.
say to the fellas, I'm glad y'all came on here and spoke the truth because I knew the women were gonna start lying.
No, but that makes sense.
I knew they were
I've
gonna start
seen-
lying.
I've
You
heard
did.
people like go with somebody because they got like heard
She
that they
always
cheated.
hearing some shit, but
It
ain't
ain't
never
never
involved.
me.
Where you
It
been?
ain't never
Always
me.
a
at-
witness.
Where you be?
I be at the house. I don't be out
Everything
here.
to be at the house, goddamn.
Ain't
Motherfucker be
nobody at the
tripping
house.
out.
Goddamn
Or maybe
squirrel.
it's kind of like, I feel like some women feel like if he's sleeping with all these women, maybe if he sleep with me, then my shit be good, and I can get him to stick
She
with
can
me.
tame him.
Yeah,
She
I
can
was like,
tame him.
yeah. He
Foolish.
went through all y'all, he got to
Child.
me, and now I got him
And
stuck.
that's set
Yeah.
up, and that's
Yeah.
set up failure.
Okay, that
Because he
comes
moving on.
competition, I guess.
It's just like how
I said I
I
can't
guess.
relate though. I can't relate, but I guess it makes sense.
Your ass can relate. You just don't. I can't wait till your shit come out. Cause see, people like her, when her shit hit the fan, it's gonna be a scandal. My shit gonna be, you know he was doing some shit. But her shit gonna be a straight scandal, my nigga.
Like what?
TLC.
Gonna be
She
on
did
TLC and everything, dog. I'm telling you, man. I got another one. Cause it's called the asshole versus the good guy. Now, every woman I have ever came in contact with can tell you about a good guy that it just didn't work out. But they can tell you 5 assholes that it took for them ever to get over. The term nice guys finish last were produced by women. Why y'all like assholes and are y'all attracted to a nigga treating you like shit?
what?
It's levels, but I get where you're going with it.
Yeah.
I feel like it depends
Finally.
on the asshole, but like it's like an adventure, I guess. Depending on your mindset, it's an adventure. Like, oh shit, I'm gonna get spicy. I'm gonna be spicy too. But dang, you know. And the nice guy
I
just
don't know.
like simping, or he's
What is
just
it?
kind
A
of
whole
like,
simp.
what?
Like,
yeah,
say it
just
again,
be
what
like,
you
yo,
said.
chill out.
By
a
being
second.
good,
Yeah.
But
It's
you
crazy.
get penalized for
This
levels.
shit is wild.
Why do y'all even try to help these women?
what is
You a simp 'cause
asshole?
you're
I
a
know
good
there's a
nigga.
whole lot of niggas better than me out here. Y'all just skip over.
I should be getting the pussy I used to get, boy. I won't shit.
He
What you
deserve it.
doing?
He deserve it.
Why? Y'all have all these stories about these assholes.
Well, for me, I like a mean man because I feel
What
like
the fuck? Nah, hell no.
Why?
We
Not
just gonna brush
why.
over that
Be-
shit.
Why?
I'm not saying like mean, like
What other mean you
Give
got?
me a-
I don't like a man
Example.
that's too nice because then I feel like he gonna be
Give
nice
me
to
an
all the
example
hoes.
of what
Like,
that
I need a
mean
man
You
that's
can't
gonna
be
be
friendly. You don't want no
Nah.
friendly ass nigga.
What?
What the
Give
fuck
me a
is
mean
Are
nigga.
you
What
Hey.
I don't want no
Oh.
friendly ass
Yeah.
nigga.
Y'all
God
got some
damn.
Why you over
demon
there
time.
smiling? No, you need to sit over there with a
What?
frown. No friendly ass nigga.
Wait, ladies, give me an example of what mean looks like for you.
Don't
like
say
not mean
shit.
to me, you know,
Yeah,
just
not to me.
like
No, he's saying he's an asshole to you.
oh no, he gonna get his
But
ass
like,
beat.
what were you saying?
assholes stick around
I'm
forever?
saying like
They always win.
Hey, look, they might talk shit, but they gonna have your back. They got you. When she get real, they got you.
The mean ass niggas.
What is wrong with the good guy?
He good.
I like a good
gotta
guy.
I mean
Sweet,
Huh?
He
sweet
boring.
boy.
Hey, why is good boring?
That's
What the hell
what-
y'all can do if y'all get to
No,
heaven?
it's-
That's
not
what I'm saying.
that.
Man, that's why I'm telling you, like, man, we ain't gotta get on that subject, but
What y'all can do if y'all get to heaven?
what do you mean?
Cause y'all don't like shit good.
That's not true.
You just said you
I
like a
do.
mean man.
Yeah, but like not like mean to me.
Like, what is that?
You want a mean
You
person?
gotta be
Yes.
mean to everybody else, not
she
me.
want to
You
grouchy
mean
nigga.
to everybody
You
else?
want to
Yeah.
grouchy
To
nigga.
the hoes, yeah.
Oh, but he's sweet to you.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
terrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible. I want
that's
someone that's
beautiful.
good to people. I be a good person.
Nah, not the hoes.
You don't need to be a
not
good
the
person.
hoes. You can't be good
Like
to the
you
hoes.
ain't
Hell
friendly
no.
try to be with that, but you're respectable. You're a good
I
human.
mean, yeah, but I'm saying like you know what I'm saying.
Be a good human
With the
to me
strings,
and you
like
good.
you're not being friendly.
That's
to
it.
me.
What
He
is
give
that
out
look
not
like
even-
for
He don't
you?
give out your kids. He can be mean to everybody else.
No,
but
no,
you.
he got the kids.
Come on, the kids now.
Come on, he gonna let the kids.
Wait, what does that
So
mean
you
look
want to
like?
date a mean
DJ, what you
nigga?
say, DJ?
I don't
Fuck
want
them
that.
kids.
Look at the nice guy. Look, man. I'm gonna come up with this book on how to make you into an asshole. The first thing you got to do is stop listening, because you already know they don't know what the fuck they talking about. They just told you, I want a mean nigga. I want a nigga that kill everybody but save me. Most of they niggas reside in cell block 4, number 66 dash, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh my gosh, I did not know.
What you? Oh, okay.
I didn't know that's what girls
Share
want.
2024.
Yeah, man. Shit,
Well,
they trying
never
to buy
pertains.
2024.
That never pertains to me.
I feel like it did. Like
Good
hate
dick.
to
I
use
don't
this
even know
word.
what good dick is.
Depends.
Listen.
I never seen good dick. Is good dick? What is that?
It depends.
Listen,
Yeah.
what I thought his question initially was like just him being an asshole to you, a smart ass, just not being considerate. But in her perspective, is he
She
really?
want it all.
She just wants him to be mean to the world.
Entire asshole.
Yes.
Entire
Not to her,
asshole.
so he's
Nice
still a
to
nice
me.
guy.
What the fuck?
A nice guy to her.
Yo, that's why when you see these women walking these big ass dogs that they know they can't, that's how they want a man. They want a man to stay dangerous but still nice enough to pet.
Yes.
That's see what-
It's not hard.
Yes. I know you got a little dog, so that says a lot.
Yeah,
for you.
he's
We'll
big
give
at
you-
heart. Today's his birthday. He's
about
10.
to-
Happy birthday, James.
James.
Charles
Yeah,
the First.
dog, James.
James Charles the First, to be
Your dog
exact.
name James.
It was,
Yes.
it was after the late asshole that left. That's all it was.
He's 10.
James. That's some old ass shit.
So y'all don't want, like, if you ask a woman what is her genre of movies, what's she gonna pick? It's gonna be drama.
Drama.
Women
Lifetime.
are
Ain't
attracted
nobody
watching
to
trash
drama.
TV.
That's why, Lifetime,
Lifetime. Hey, them
Love
movies
and
good-
Hip
them
Hop,
movies good as shit.
Wild Husband, Wild, all that shit
Hey, them movies
succeed.
good as hell. You see that and watch them though.
All that shit succeed because women like. That's why the assholes succeed. They don't like a nigga that's good and go treat him good.
That's not true.
We like men.
That's not
Okay, tell me about it.
Okay, like I married the nice guy, but I feel like every man has to have his own little edge
Was
to
you
him.
happy?
You know what I'm saying?
Was you
At
happy?
first I was, yeah, until other shit occurred.
Okay, so every guy needs to have their edge.
Yeah,
as
he has to
in-
have his own little edge, and
Like, what's the
he
edge?
can't just be like
A
a
push-up.
yes,
A yes
man.
nigga.
You can't be like that.
No,
like,
but
Sit
what's
on
the
the yes
edge,
man.
though? What does the edge look like?
Man,
I
fuck
mean, it
you
depends
do
on
it.
the guy. Like,
It's just hard to
Hey,
find
shut up.
somebody who.
Yeah.
It's like either they're just an asshole or they're just a good guy. Like,
So you're
That's it.
can
all-
we have a?
That's it.
Yeah,
Ain't
make
no
sure-
in between. That's it.
So listen.
Have
so
you ever heard a man say, "Damn, man, she just I don't want no good girl.
Hey, I don't
I
never
need me
say-
a little hoe. She gotta have a little bit of hoe."
yes.
Oh, hey, I
I've
don't
heard
know.
that
Hey, I don't know
several
though.
times
They be
actually.
fun.
Y'all love
Just
those.
a little hoe.
No, but listen. Do you want a guy to be like, yo, shut up, sit down, like, get out?
Sometimes.
They got it. I told you.
Sometimes.
See, that baby
Yeah,
said
in certain
sometimes.
I will jump kick you. I will poke you in your
Why?
eyes.
See, you
Why?
too much on that independent woman shit. That's what it is.
No, I just like treating people good. Like, if I'm treating you good, treat me good.
So that nigga
Yeah,
walk.
But it depends
Some
on
girls
the
get turned on.
relationship.
Nigga walking and tell you shut the fuck up.
Sometimes you
See
need
that?
somebody to tell you that.
He care. He passionate.
Wow.
Watch it.
I mean, are we
You-
role
you
playing
want me to
here?
shut this up?
Like, what are we
I'm
doing?
not-
Hey, how many assholes have you dated?
A couple. A few.
How?
See, with all this,
It didn't
the
last,
way you-
obviously.
Way you
How?
on here on this
Yeah, how are you
presidential
doing
shit.
that? How did you get past the first one if you already see the bullshit?
Don't worry about it, 'cause when she leaves, she
It's
can go outside and hug
different-
a tree.
Different
she leaves, she'll go outside and hug a
different
tree.
asshole,
She
Different
gonna call the last asshole when she leave. I was wrong.
No. But like, how do you know someone's gonna be an asshole? Like, everybody's nice
can't-
in the
yeah, you-
beginning,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, they
Man,
got
them
Everybody's nice.
asshole traits don't be. They
Nah,
don't be.
niggas-
They don't
niggas-
like
niggas
doing it
hide
for so
this shit.
long.
They'll show us something different in the beginning. They do
Yeah.
that shit.
They'll do whatever to get some pussy.
It's a
Fact.
Yeah,
representative.
you know,
Once
the
they
good,
get
the
it-
good guy
Yeah,
get
if
it,
it's
and then
good,
want to
they
treat
gonna
you
still
right.
act like that, but they,
True colors come
he ain't
out
gonna
after
answer
they
the
get
phone.
it.
So it's official. You cannot make a woman happy.
Yes, you can. You just gotta pick which one you want. Like, to make sure they on the same boat as you. Ladies.
What makes y'all happy
Huh?
as women? What makes
Oh,
what
you
makes you
want-
happy?
What makes
Oh,
us happy?
We ain't
is
got enough
what,
time
like,
for this shit.
what makes
Yeah,
us
yeah.
me
No,
happy?
not happy. not us, you.
What makes
you
me happy is like someone that's respectful, someone that's like adventurous, and someone that has a vision, like a plan for
Guess
life.
what? That sound like the
Okay.
script, the same script everybody.
What's this shit, right? Because I had this on my line. Watch this. I'm going to tell you how fucked up women are. All right, give me 3 things, you women, that you want in a man. Matter of fact, you give me 4. Whatever it is, you ain't going to say the shit that you should say. So give me one.
Sex, loyalty, a great work ethic, and
surprised me. You said
family
sex
oriented.
Good, yeah.
She didn't say that first.
So she capping about that good dick part.
Facts.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
4 things or what?
You can do 3.
3.
Shit, I can give you 90. You ain't gonna say it.
I like a nigga who can make me laugh.
Laugh.
Good dick.
Good dick. Okay.
And I just say who respects me.
Respect. Go ahead.
Loyalty, sex. He has to be some kind of intelligent and he got to be confident.
Listen here, America. This is why these women are fucked up. You cannot make them happy. Because no one of them said, I want somebody to love
me.
No one of them.
That's
There
a
ain't no
given.
hell no. You had
But
your
y'all-
time. You had your
y'all did
damn
not say that.
time.
That's a given.
Can I talk to America?
What is love?
Bro.
You already see where it's going. Look,
Love is an
nobody built their foundation
Of love.
off
First of
love.
all,
Can you?
I thought that was
Every-
a given.
Wait a minute.
Why am I
Can
gonna
I
deal with
finish?
this
I
nigga if I
let, you,
love him?
I let y'all have it flow. I could have waited and gave you 99 more. Love would have never
That
popped
was
the
a
fuck
trick
up.
question. I don't want to hear that.
Why?
That's
Why
a trick
is it
question.
the
Yes.
foundation should not start with I just want somebody to love me?
First of all, I'm not gonna be happy if we don't love each other in the first damn place. So why? That's a given.
All
But
the
you
things you named,
It's a
didn't say it.
given.
You're
What
not
is
gonna
the-
respect somebody you don't love.
Right.
You're
Like,
not gonna be
what?
loyal to
You
somebody
can
you
respect
don't
somebody
love.
you don't love.
You can do that.
Yes, you can.
If
I
you
can
love me,
respect
you're gonna do
somebody, a
those
stranger
things.
that I meet, like opening the door for somebody. That's respect to me. I can respect you and I don't love you.
But it's
Right.
different levels.
What
of
is
respect,
love?
though. It's different types of
It-
love
it-
too.
It's a feeling. It ain't no
And
definition.
that's
It's in
what's
your
building
essence.
this foundation of feeling.
No. You gave specific conditions, which was good dick. Because if you really got
No, she
love,
said
dick.
sex
You
first.
know, if love was your foundation,
Childless.
good dick would not be
Absolutely
as
not.
important, right?
What
No.
is love? Like
That's a
if you
lie.
said it's a
If you-
feeling, right?
It's a feeling.
You're building
It's
your
a spirit.
relationship off
It's
of
an
a
emotion.
feeling. That
So,
a feeling can change.
First of all,
Everything,
hold on, so
everything that you do is based off feelings. When you get to meet somebody, you either you want to date a fucking robot.
so can I ask you a question?
You got to have some type of connection, emotional connection
'Cause
with the person,
I
right?
heard somebody say like the nigga dick ain't good, but I love him. So like, does that change like when y'all having sex? Like
These
the love
motherfuckers
before-
ain't said
Yes,
love.
nope.
Yep.
They ain't said nothing about love. They said I need some
So
good
if
dick.
shit
I
ain't
heard good dick 3 times.
But you love him, you gonna stay with him.
Yeah.
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 I could say
So
I've
you-
been with
you
somebody
know how you
before.
want
who
then.
the
But
sex wasn't
I'm
very
saying-
You
good.
saying good dick, but if it ain't good,
Yeah,
you still
but
gonna stay.
it suffices enough for me
stay?
to stay. That doesn't
said you
mean that it's
stay.
like fire.
Damn.
Like now, I wouldn't. You know.
I
but
believe
I've
that
grown
love
in
is based on
experiences, but-
the things that really makes the
So that,
relationship
so that go
tick.
back to my thing, like, so like, should you have sex before you get married? Cause I
Yes.
think so.
You
I
should
think
definitely-
so.
you
Look,
definitely have
hey,
sex
hey,
before you get
Hey,
married.
hey, if y'all listen closely, you can hear the shame in their voice.
What?
You can hear the bitterness. They hurt. They ain't say that because they want love.
If you say love, it's a
it's
huge
the way
umbrella.
you brought it up.
I know. I
first of
gave
all.
y'all. I gave.
It wasn't no
Love
trick question. He asked
Love
you
is
what
a
you
huge
want.
umbrella.
There you go.
You ain't
But
answered
it's
it.
a given that if you're with somebody,
Love is not a given. You can get all 3 of those
That's what I'm saying.
fixes.
You still compromise.
But
all
that's
if
not
you
an
love him and his
attribute of
dick
a
ain't good, you
person.
still compromising. Like you giving up something that you really don't like, right?
Because you love them.
Because you love him.
but that's not an attribute of a person, though.
Let me ask you
You're
something. A
saying-
person that
Huh?
you don't love, they can meet them conditions that you just said. You
Yeah.
said intelligence, good sex, and loyalty.
But why
A
would I
nigga
be-
that you don't love can meet those standards.
Yep.
Yes, but why would I be happy with that person?
You should have started off with love then.
Yep.
Well, I'm just automatically.
Ain't no get
assuming
back.
it's
You
the
don't
man
get to
that I
add no
love.
shit
He
on
your
none of
ass.
that.
He on
I
your ass.
told you.
He told you that.
I could have waited. I could have waited till tomorrow. I should have let you. I should have sent this question to y'all.
Yep.
Y'all still came back and love with
Man,
another
don't
man.
roll your eyes now.
Man, cause
Love
they
is a huge
she's still
umbrella.
trying to figure out what the fuck love is. She'll never get it.
Because
She'll never get it.
You lost.
What is love, yo?
those
I heard of
things
this
are
shit.
a definition of love to me.
Hey,
Love is
I'm
defined.
gonna tell you what love is. When
on
you sick,
situ-
when you can't eat, and you can't listen to R&B music. That'll tell you right there. When you miss somebody and you love them, that's love.
No, that's
Yeah.
for men only.
Man, you crazy as
No,
hell.
we
Yeah,
cry.
women-
we cry.
women-
We pick a song and play it over though.
Man.
But I'm saying women, we know
When you
kind of
sick,
like when we in
when
it
you
that
hurt,
we love him. Men, a
you
lot of
can't
times
eat.
they don't realize until after we gone that they really love us, and then you know what I'm saying they go
Man,
through.
they
that.
gonna
What
say
the
and cheat.
fuck
They
they
gonna
got
get
to
you
do with
that shit the
what
next
I
day.
just said?
Cause I'm just,
I
not what
even
you
said
but-
it in advance. You ain't gonna say it. Didn't I not say it in
You
advance?
did say it.
I said you ain't gonna say it.
Why?
And this
Freak.
motherfucker just shouted out a dog, but don't know what love is.
Shout out to James.
Big James.
Charles.
It's James' birthday today.
Yeah, 10 years old.
You love him, right?
I do. I do.
But you don't need that from a
Cause he
nigga.
just sit down and
But you
listen
don't
to
need
you,
that
right?
from a nigga.
Cause he just sit down and listen to you,
Because
right?
he's my support animal. He loves
That
me.
is fucked up that y'all didn't say love. What type of animals are y'all?
Love is
That is a
that. Exactly what I
Love
listed
ain't no
is
damn
love
giving.
to me. That's how I think I receive love. That's how I want love. Those things is what I listed. That is the definition of love to me.
right.
That's what when you say love, that's what
Exactly.
love is for me.
When I said it, because you didn't say it.
When I say it.
You don't even know what the fuck it is yet. All right, that includes another episode of Me and My Big Mouth podcast, Double Standard Scale. We all saw, we all witnessed. If you're keeping score at home, next time a woman say y'all got it made, yeah, just tell her to shut the hell up and keep it going. I am Tuck. Follow Me and My Big Mouth podcast on all platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, all that good ish. And I'm out.